Good evening, 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 and welcome to Game Night Classics. The first time in a little while, it feels like. I know we had one sandwiched into the middle of Quizmas, but it's been a while since I've been in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So jury's still out on as to whether or not I'm going to remember which buttons to press. I know I definitely did need to remap all the hotkeys for this, so this could be a fun event. If I don't remember which buttons to press, hopefully I will. And I won't touch the keyboard tonight and accidentally lock an answer in when someone doesn't want to lock an answer in. Good evening to you all. Congratulations to Topper One there on winning the Word Chain Royale in our wordy warm-up this evening. Many congratulations to you. Now, it is the first Tuesday of the month, which means we are resuming Game Night Classics. Game Night Classics on a Tuesday, and the first Tuesday of the month is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I put a little poll into the Discord server earlier on as to whether or not you'd like to do a game of Risky Business at the end, and we're playing 2 games of it on Saturday along with the Escape Artist, but I've done a bit of work to it today, and I think it would be quite good for me to just make sure that it works, sort of a second pilot before we go into it proper at the weekend. So I'm inclined to yes, I asked the audience about Risky Business, Matt. Indeed I did. So I'm inclined to sort of throw that on the end anyway, even if it means going a bit later, but it was pretty much split down the middle. I think it was 9 votes for each, although 3 people voted for both. So I'm inclined to put that on the end anyway, but it would be quite good to have 3 games of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I've got, yes, if Twitch behaves, yes, indeed, Jay White. I've got 2 question packs ready. I have got a third one, which had some errors in the formatting, which I'm very grateful to 8 Minky, who has just gone through and he thinks he's found what the formatting error was, and we think we've corrected it, but I'm going to test that. If it is working, then that pack will be second. If not, then we'll figure something else out. But I've certainly got 2 sat here, and I think there might be a fourth one that's proofed as well, in case we need to get to them. So, yes, good evening to you all. I hope you're well in Lockdown 3 Return of the King, or Lockdown 3 Ragnarok, or whichever is your film of choice. Certainly here in the UK, we're back in lockdown. Hooray! For what it's worth. We're getting boos from the management behind me. But yeah, Cry's an American. It is what it is. And so a little light at the end of the tunnel, and I don't think it's quite as stringent as before. Thank you for the subscription there, AJ Nokia, the 3-month Prime subscription. Very grateful to you. Thank you for the support. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, it's all been a bit weird, and I had a sort of a funny blip yesterday. I wanted to do some programming yesterday, and spent the whole day trying to wrestle with one problem and didn't solve it, and I was getting a bit of a slump at the end of the day when that happens, and I just sort of came away and say, you're just fat, Ben, silly and fat. Why do we even do these things? And I was in a bit of a mood yesterday, but I have done some more programming today on the Risky Business stuff, which is stuff that I know slightly more know what I'm doing with. So I feel it's been a productive day today, so I'm in a better mood than I was yesterday, which is good, because positivity is all important. Let me say hello to you all. Good evening, Top One Gaming, Matt the Ref, Innis C, Clive a Legend, Lupine One, Giggles, Jay Turner, Procyon, DC Simmons, V Trudel, Random Zombie, Jay White, good evening, Connor, Dogfish, Lewis, ABME, It's Otley, Cola, Jack Wilfred, Useless Noisemaker, Shadowmane, Not a Jumble of Numbers, Ramsey Fox, Score Count, AJ, 8 Minky, Cetra, Puzzle Dan, everybody now typing into the chat. Good evening to you all. If you haven't typed in the chat, but you are just lingering and lurking in the background, Hodders, good evening to you. You're very welcome here as well. Lovely to have you here. So, it's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire this evening? The classic game, except the new format with the 4th Ask the Host lifeline. If you want to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in the hot seat, you need to A, be in the Discord, which is there if you're not a member already, and you need to B, have a microphone so that you can come and talk to me. You need to have a microphone. If you don't want to be in the hot seat, you can still play along in the lobby game. The best way of doing that is just to ignore the fastest finger first game when that comes up. I've got 6 players on the exclusion list who have already played in this season, so if you enter and you go into fastest finger, your names will light up in orange rather than green when your answers are put on the screen. So just to give as many people as possible a chance, although this is probably the last Millionaire of the season, I think, so it might be we'll be resetting that exclusion list before we play next. I'm not quite sure. End of season is still a little bit up in the air, but I'm aiming for the end of this month to wrap up season 2 of the big charity stream on the 31st of January. So yeah, that's one for your 30th of January. It might be that Saturday of that weekend. That's to look forward to. So either way, it's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire tonight. So if you would like to be in the hot seat to play for a virtual £1 million, you need to be in the Discord and you need to have a microphone. It's very important that you do have those things. Otherwise, join the lobby anyway. You can play fast. Don't just ignore the fastest finger, and then you can play along in the lobby game, which is just a matter of A, B, C, and D to the bot. And not answering will walk you away, so bear that in mind. If you don't want to answer, you can walk away. So, if I can remember which buttons to press, I think I've got to press that one first. I have. And then I'll press this one. If you want to come and play, type in the code now. BVQB. The extra B is for BYOBB. What's that extra B for? That's a typo. Come to the game, my friends. Come and join us if you want to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Chance for a virtual £1 million. This first question pack, I should probably hasten to add, has been written by Party of Me. So many thanks to Party of Me. It's been rated a 7 out of 10 difficulty. So slightly trickier question pack, slightly above average. 7 out of 10 difficulty. But we're very grateful to Party of Me. And I must shout out to my proofers as well. So we've had Liquid Courage, 8 Minky, and Panda. I think all 3 of them have actually, in fact I'm getting messages in there. 8 Minky, Liquid Courage and Panda have all done different parts of proofing today, so very grateful to all of them for all their efforts, because of course I can't look at these questions I don't know what the questions are going to be, never mind what the answers are going to be before they come up in front of me, so forgive my spelling if that ends up being a thing. Good evening Apple Cars, good evening Tipster, welcome to the stream. So yeah, I'm seeing these questions fresh, so very grateful to both the writers and to the proofers who have fact-checked these and just gone through them to make sure, and given it the difficulty rating as well. It does mean we can have the Ask the Host lifeline, and it's genuinely, I'm looking at the questions for the first time. So 26 of you in the lobby so far, which is very gratifying. We'll give you till the end of the loop if you would like to come and join, and then I'm going to press one of the buttons. I think it's the lobby code button again. I'm going to assume it's that. I'll find out in a minute. But yeah, microphone, and of course no Googling answers, so I will ask you to confirm that it's just you, me and the computer, as and when we get here. And then you're playing for a place on the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Hall of Fame in the Discord. That's the end of the loop. I'm going to press one of the buttons and hope that it's this one. Let's lock the lobby, hopefully. It is that one. So let's say good evening to Procyon and Clive of Legend, Connor M27 and Topper1 Gaming, The Lupine 1 and Shadowmane PX41, Innis C and Dogfish44, Jack Wilfred and Random Zombie 78, DC Simmons, Matt the Ref, Lewis T, Useless Noisemaker, Ramsey Fox, J Turner 098, Not a Jumble of Numbers, ABME 208, Cetra 4271, Vitrudel, Hodders 91, Puzzle Dan, J White, AJ, Apple Cars and Tipster. You're all in the lobby, poised to play for a virtual £1 million. And exactly a full alphabet, yes, that's always nice when that happens. Very satisfying. So a reminder, if you haven't got a microphone or you don't want to play in the hot seat, if you just want to play in the lobby game, that's completely fine, but I would ask that you just kindly ignore the fastest finger first game. That would probably be the best way to do it. Do I just press FF? Pack rating is 7 out of 10, DC. 7 out of 10. Do I press that button first? No, I don't press that button. I just press the fastest finger button, presumably. Maybe I press that button as well. Anyway, fastest finger first, how this will work. You'll get a question and then there's 4 answers. You need to whisper your answers to the bot, A, B, C, D, C, D, A, B, B, C, A, D, whatever you think the correct order is. Very important that you do type them in the correct order as a single message. So don't type individual letters, do them all as a single message of 4 characters. Party of Me, yes, Party of Me. Good evening, Ash, as well. Welcome to the stream. So yes, type them as a single message to the bot, and whoever is fastest will be next into the hot seat. Hope you're all ready to play. Here comes the first question of the evening. Put these words in the order they appear in Maybelline's tagline. Maybe she's with it. had to happen eventually, didn't it? Maybe she's with it. I'm hoping that everybody has got this one right. RNG is sometimes going to troll us like this. The correct order, in case anyone was in any doubt, maybe she's born with it. A, B, C, D. In all the games we've played, I think that's the first time it's come up A, B, C, D, but it's 1 in 24 chance. I don't think I've seen it happen before, so... But yeah, A, B, C, D was the correct answer, and a nice easy one for something like that. Let's find out who was fastest and who was right in the fastest time. I'm hoping most people have got this one right. All of these were right. Not everybody. Who was fastest? Procyon in a time of 3.82 seconds. Well done, Procyon. Procyon is going to come and join us in the lobby, if you'd like to make your way down to the green room, and where you will be sound tested by Scorecount, who's there. Hello, Scorecount. Good evening. Oh, hi, mate.
Can I just say that's one of my favourite lobby things I've ever heard.
What, the fastest finger?
That was one of the best fastest
Maybe she's
ever.
with it. Maybe she's with it. Maybe she is. Are you getting cross again?
Yes, because it says it's a brown end, but it's actually a purple.
How rude. Obnoxious pencil in disguise. Anyway, but what is the width? What is the width? Well, if you've gone orange there, that means you are on the exclusion list because you've already played in this season. But Procyon the fastest there, 3.82 seconds. Hopefully Procyon's just getting a sound test done and is then going to pop their way into the broadcast studio. I'm hoping that Scorecount is going to put them in here. If I undeafen myself, that would help, wouldn't it? And do I share the screen in this game? I'm going to share it anyway, just in case. Share the screen, that one there, go live. Procyon, good evening.
Hello.
How are you, my friend?
I am was not expecting to be picked, but I am here.
Here you are indeed. Have you played Millionaire before? I have a feeling you've won it before, have you? Or am I making that up?
In the server 2 or 3 times.
In the server. Have you done it on stream?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so first time, well, I don't know if it's your first time. I have a feeling you have been here, but I might be wrong on that. I am streaming this go live into the studio, though I don't know if there's sound in there, if you wanted to do that. What's that?
Oh, yes.
Win channel points if you make the correct prediction. Oh, have I done that? Oh no, so someone has started something going on. I just saw a banner going across. I got very excited. Procyon, you know the drill. 15 questions, 4 lifelines. Before we go, of course, we just need you to confirm that it is just you, me, and the computer.
Sorry, what's you, me, and the computer?
It's at the table, as it were. It's just you, me, and the computer.
You, me, and actually 3 computers, because I'm actually sitting at another teacher's work desk.
Oh, very good. But hopefully those other computers just contain the game and no anything else.
They are currently covered by garbage bags.
Sounds good to me. And before we go on from there, you just need to nominate 3 people to be phone a friends. These can be anyone who's in the channel, but they must be able to come to the broadcast studio if and when required. Obviously, you can't have party of me, A, because they're not here, and B, because they wrote the question pack, and you can't have LK. You could possibly have Ape. I don't think Ape has actually seen the questions in this pack, but 3 people who'd like to nominate in case you want to phone them up.
Let's see. If Mr. Bash is available, that would be lovely.
Bash, are you about?
That would probably cover my good bases in terms of trivia across the pond, though it does look a bit shovel American.
Bash says he is around, but he doesn't know why you'll keep picking him, though.
Because he has a green sword next to him, and I have a low attention span.
So, Ash is number 1. 2 others?
Is Hodders available currently?
Hodders, are you about, my friend, and available with a microphone? Hodders is there, saying hello. Have you got a mic, Hodders? Procyon would like you to be a potential phone a friend. Cat, are you scratching at something, or is the dog just... Oh, I don't know, well, there's an animal doing something in the other room. Affirmative from Hodders. So you've got Bash, you've got Hodders, 1 more?
And I believe... Did you say that Ape is available?
Ape, have you seen this pack? Abe? He might be on his phone, which is possibly why he's taking over. Ape sees all. Oh, he has seen it. He has said so, can't have Ape.
I believe Clive covers some weaknesses of mine too. So if Clive is available, that would
Clive,
be lovely,
Ash, and Hodders, by the sounds of it. Clive is usually about. If you could just confirm that you are Mr. McClive. Yep, Clive is all good. So Clive, Ash, and Hodders are going to be your 3 phone a friends if you need to use them, or one of them will be one of your phone a friends. So, do I press that button now? Yes, I do. So, Procyon, 15 questions. You've got 4 brand new lifelines, as we've just discussed there. 50-50. Phone one of your nominated friends. You can ask the Twitch audience, or you can indeed ask me if you are so inclined. Just 15 questions between you and a virtual million, Procyon. You ready to play?
Lovely, yeah.
Okay, well, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Okay, just a reminder, if you're playing in the Twitch audience, you have to have been in the lobby to play along with it, but we're going to have at least 1 or 2 more games after this, so no problem if you didn't get into this one, there'll be another chance. The question will come up in the chat first. You need to whisper to the bot, not into public chat. If you whisper in public chat, it won't be processed and will be deleted. Just a single letter, A, B, C, or D, within, I think it's 15 seconds to the bot. And if you don't get an answer in within 15 seconds, or you don't want to answer, then you will walk away automatically, but then you're frozen out of the rest of the stack. So that's the drill for the lobby. Procyon, let's have a look at your first question. It's worth £100. The piece of literature containing the political statements of Mao Zedong was nicknamed what? The minuscule yellow tome, the little red book, the bijou blue manual, the tiny green pamphlet.
And I wait. Am I able to go right now?
Yeah, but what do you think? A, B, C, or D?
I was Mao Zedong's little red book, and a hard question to start out for $100.
A hard question for £100. Do you want to lock in B?
Yes, please.
It's the right answer. You got £100.
The man who knows. That's the man who knows what the thing is, what to do with a landlord. Good job.
Quite. Let's take a peep into the lobby. Largely no drama. Kira, not a jumble, random zombie, AJ walking away, Applecast getting this one wrong, everybody else giving me the right answer. On we go to question number 2. It's for £200. The ocean basin surrounding Antarctica has what directional name? Southern, Eastern, Western, Northern.
All right, that would be the Southern Ocean. Hey, finally.
That's right answer. You just want £200. So far, so good. Up to £200. No lifelines having to be used just yet. Matt the Ref getting this one wrong, dropping back down to 0. Dogfish, Vitrudel, Hodders, Puzzle Dan all walking away with £100. Everybody else still safe and sound. On we go. Question number 3 is for £300. If a person tricks others into thinking they are poor at a task to beat them later with bigger stakes, then they are given what fishy nickname? Carp, shark, eel, haddock.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm more familiar with this being sandbagging.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's either carp or shark. Not haddock. Haddock is too awkward.
Say from the chat, well, it's a shame that red herring isn't here.
Yeah, that would be a very good decoy answer.
I mean, you've got 4 lifelines. If you want to use them, you can use one of them. Walk away with £200 if you like. You can take a punt. It's worth £300.
Yes, I am. I'm quite aware of that. Oh, Sheldon. Okay, let's think of what shark. What's a card shark? A card shark is... It's like someone who tricks other card games. Gotta be this. Gotta be this. Yeah, B, mine wins. Shark.
It's good. Just won £300.
Alright.
Yeah, it's indeed a card shark or a pool shark is the other one. So yeah, you get a card shark or you get a pool shark as well. Someone who's a top of one. Shadowmane, Jack Wilfred all trying and getting that one wrong. DC Simmons walking away with £200. If you're still green, you're still alive. Right, next question is worth £500 if you give me a right answer. Have a look at this. The first single off Lady Gaga's 2020 album Chromatica was Stupid what? Advantage. Love. Game. Set.
That's a very, very well-written question.
It's nice, that is. I like that.
That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Well done. And tell me speaking more of my language. That song was a Stupid Love.
Stupid Love?
Yes.
Let's try to answer. You just want £500. Okay. This is the last point where you could go away with nothing. I'm sure you won't, and I hope you don't, with 4 lifelines left. Over in the lobby, Tipster getting that one wrong, tripping back down to 0. Bad luck, my friend. Do stick around for the next game a bit later on. Still quite a few people left in the lobby. Have a look at this. Question 5 is worth a guaranteed £1,000. The public transportation system serving San Francisco is referred to by what acronym? Homer. Mo. Lisa. Bart.
Oh my goodness, I wish, I know I've written a pack of Millionaire, and I wish it was half this. This is lovely work on the show. I love San Francisco. I've been on vacation in San Francisco twice. Love it there, although Stanford did reject me. Kind of disappointed, and that was the purpose of one of my trips. I got rejected from Stanford in the bathroom of a barbecue restaurant. On March 30th, 2016. I remember it vividly. I also remember vividly that the transportation system was D-BART. D-final answer.
D-BART, final answer. Sorry, you got you a little bit staticky on your mic, so it's confirmed. D-BART.
Yeah, I'll adjust sensitivity. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Final answer, D?
Yes, please.
It's the right answer. You just won £1,000. Plain sailing so far. All the alternative options coming up in the chat now, all very, very nice. Let's take a look in the lobby. Oh, a lot of people getting that one wrong. Clive, Connor, Jay White and Cetra all dropping back down to nothing. Lupine, Innes, Lewis T, Ramsey Fox, Jay Turner and ABME go on to the next portion of the game. Just 6 players left in the lobby. As for you, Procyon, you're up to £1,000. You haven't had to touch any of those lifelines just yet. But all that may change as the questions do start to get a little bit more difficult. Question number 6 is worth £2,000 if you give me a right answer. You might as well play this one. There's nothing to lose. Have a look. You have got those 4 lifelines. Use them if you need to. Question number 6 is worth £2,000. Take a look at this. In 2013, Prince William and Princess Kate welcomed their first child, a baby boy named what? George. Archie. Arthur. Michael.
I'm not seeing what Sheldon did with these answers, if there's a theme to them, but I guess not now that we're in the real part of the game. So the first child in 2013, that was Prince George.
It's good, just won £2,000. Yeah, I don't know. I know Archie was the name of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's firstborn, so I don't know. There's maybe a theme there.
I thought Archie was a reference to something, maybe the comic.
Possibly. No, say Archie was certainly the firstborn of Prince Harry, and the other two I'm not so sure about. Ramsey Fox.
Prince Harry.
Yeah, Ramsey Fox giving us a wrong answer there, walking away with that £1,000. 5 people remain in the lobby. Still got all 4 lifelines, Procyon. Take a look at question number 7. It's worth £4,000. As found in most Romance languages, which of these Roman gods inspired a name for a day of the week? Flora, Minerva, Jupiter, Vulcan.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go through this. Let's do this.
What are you thinking?
Well, which of these Roman gods inspired a name for a day of the week? I'm just trying to think of what the, because they're named after the planets. Okay. No, they're not. No, they're not. Days named after planets. No, the planets they're named after. It's on there. Okay. Sunday is for the sun, which is for Helios. Monday is the moon, which is Selene. Tuesday is for Mars, I think. Wednesday is for I know this. 134. Wednesday is. Let's get that for now. Thursday is Thor's. Oh, wait. Oh, there. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Because Thursday is Thor's day. Norse. Thor is the equivalent of Zeus. Zeus is Jupiter, so it's probably Jupiter, but let's just, for the sake of completeness, Flora would be. What is Demeter? I don't remember what Florida is. Flora.
You have got 4 lifelines if you want to use one of them just to get maybe some confirmation on your train of thought here.
Yes, I do. Okay, let's work with the working assumption that Flora is either Demeter or Persephone, neither of which inspires a day of the week or a planet. Minerva is Athena, which is not related to planets. Vulcan is Hephaestus, which is also not a planet. Jupiter is the equivalent of Thor, which means Thursday. C, Jupiter, final answer.
C, Jupiter, final answer. It's the right answer. You've just won £4,000. Very well played. I think that leap of logic was correct. Thursday being Thor's day, and Thor being the equivalent of Jupiter. So that sounds about right to me. Let's see how the lobby got on. Oh, you've outstripped the lobby. All of the lobby are gone. Lupine Innes, Lewis T and Jay Turner all dropping back to 1,000 on that question. ABME actually choosing to walk away and thereby winning the lobby. ABME with £2,000 walking away. Congratulations. The lobby is gone. It is just you now, Procyon. But you have got 4 lifelines if you need to use them. You're up to question number 8 next. Question 8 is worth £8,000. Of course, you lose £3,000 if you give me a wrong answer. Have a look. Let me know what you'd like to do. Which of these numbers is both a square number? Which of these numbers is both a square number and a cube number? What do you say is your final answer?
64 if it shows up.
64 if it shows up. Let's have a look. 196. 64. 343. 100. B64 final answer. It's the right answer. You just won £8,000. That's the sort of question you want to see, isn't it, at this point in the run? So yes, it's obviously
he wasn't going to give me 700.
No. So obviously yes, that's 8 squared and 4 cubed, presumably.
Indeed.
Right, no drama on that question. Question number 9 next is worth £16,000 if you give me a wrong answer. You have still got those 4 lifelines left if you would like to use them. That is what they're there for. You lose £7,000 for a wrong answer at this point. Procyon, take a look. Question number 9 is worth £16,000. Master Detective Sherlock Holmes' first story was titled A Study in what colour? Arsenic, absinthe, scarlet, mauve.
Those are lovely choices once again. Props to Sheldon on a fantastic round. It was a study in scarlet sea honey.
It absolutely is a study in scarlet. You've just won £16,000. Yes, of course, famously adapted in the 2010 adaptation Sherlock into the first episode of Series 1, which was A Study in Pink. Very good. No drama at all at this point. Question number 10 is next. There's been a little bit of drama, but nothing major. Question number 10 is worth a guaranteed £32,000 if you give me a correct answer. Will you go away, Fly? Guaranteed £32,000 if you give me a correct answer. You, of course, lose £15,000 if you give me a wrong answer. You have got 4 lifelines. Do use them if you need to. Question number 10 is worth a guaranteed £32,000. Take a look at this. A streaming service first launched in 2009, Filio is named after a pioneer in which field? Television, theatre, education, the internet.
Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Now we are cooking with gas. Let's think. Let us think. Still definitely looks like philosophy. And that's about what I can get to immediately. What are people named below? Streaming service.
First launched in 2009, Philo is named after a pioneer in which field? A, television, B, theatre, C, education, D, the internet. It's worth a guaranteed £32,000.
Guaranteed £32,000. I was coming on trying to do Panda, or at least whatever the equivalent.
The equivalent.
Panda would be.
Is it lifeline time?
No, it is not lifeline time.
Heaven forfend.
Alright, so I think we can pretty confidently say it's not education. They wouldn't name a streaming service. In 2009, e-education is not really a big thing by 2009. Certainly not old enough to look after something, especially not a pioneer in the field of education. I would be surprised at that. The question becomes, what is Philo? It said streaming service. What are we streaming on Philo? If we assume we're streaming, I don't know, movies, TV. Theater could be TV, could be the internet, just because it's that's the internet. So none of the inventors of the internet that I can think of were named Philo. Okay, what about the inventor? What about the inventor of TV? I don't know who the inventor of TV is. I don't think this would be theater. Doesn't feel like it would be theater. But the internet may be a bit of a trap answer here, but maybe television is a trap answer here. One of them is definitely a trap answer, and 50-50 is useless here. Because it's just giving me 80, then I've wasted a lifeline.
Well, it is random. It is a genuine RNG lifeline. We have seen it reward players for bravery. We have seen it punish them for being cautious in the past. So,
though there is a 1 in 3 chance. If assuming the answer is A or D, if I'm 50-50, there's a 1 in 3 chance it just gives me both A and D. And then I'm just... No, this was much less stressful the last time I was on a call with you, because we got rid of the 50 pounds thing early. Thank you for that. I still have a bit of a grudge.
Yeah, sorry about
that.
What do we think?
I think we're going to go with A, television.
Final answer?
Final answer.
I have to say, out of those 4 options, that would have been my gut as well.
Cool.
It is the right answer. You've just won £32,000.
That's what I care about. That's what I care about.
Very well played. Factoid is going to be coming up, I'm sure, in the chat in just a minute. I don't have them to hand, but I'm sure. Philo Farnsworth, no less.
Oh, Philo Farnsworth, of course.
Philo Farnsworth. So,
Of course.
Procyon, you've surpassed 10 questions. You're now guaranteed £32,000. No matter what else happens, you leave with that amount. Fill a cup of coffee. You guaranteed to leave now with £32,000. You're just 5 away. Thank you for that subscription party with me. We're just enjoying your question pack. Thank you very much indeed for providing this question pack and for that 7-month subscription. That's awfully kind of you. You have been praised very highly if you've just joined this party with me on your question pack so far.
This is a fantastic. This is Sheldon, well done. This is fantastic. I am loving this. I'm having a fantastic time.
There you go. Highest praise spoken here. So, you're 5 questions away from $1 million. You have still got all 4 of your lifelines intact. Use them if you need to. That is what they're there for. Question number 11 is worth £64,000. You might as well play this because you've got nothing to lose. But take a look at question number 11. It's worth £64,000. What is the purpose of the Google subsidiary named Calico? Developing autonomous vehicles, advancing artificial intelligence, prolonging human life, investing in profitable startups.
Oh, thank goodness. This is much better. This is much better. This is much less stressful than the 32. And I bet a lot of people who may have bet channel points on me are feeling a lot, are relieved. I know I certainly bet all of my channel points. This one is, I'm pretty sure it's like combating disease, specifically fighting against disease. What I remember reading about this to be. That could be slightly off, but disease would be C, prolonging human life. Final answer.
It's the right answer. You've just won £64,000. Yes, indeed. Calico, dedicated to the cause of prolonging human life. You're up to £64,000, Procyon. Of course, the drops start to get very, very steep at this point. A wrong answer here would cost you £32,000 and put you back to 32. However, question number 12, if you give me a right answer, is worth £125,000. You have still got all 4 lifelines. Take a look at question number 12 of a possible 15. Used as the standard for photography colour referencing in the mid-1900s, Kodak produced cards with what woman's name? Chloe, Shirley, Eleanor, Stella.
Okay, well, it's good to know that what my guess would have been, like my inkling, is a choice. It was Shirley. So I want to say that the answer is not 100% sure. Wait, I made the Shirley joke. Wait, no, now I can't make the Shirley joke with my final answer, and then you would.
Surely you can't be
say,
serious.
Okay, I'm going to lock that in, and then call me Shirley. Whatever. I have no wish. Really, this wouldn't be named after. Well, I don't think so. There's a chance.
Used as the standard for photography colour referencing in the mid-1900s. Kodak produced cards with what woman's name? Oh, sorry, I was repeating the question as part of my flow. Sorry. B, Shirley, final answer?
Indeed.
You've just won £125,000. Very well played. Fun story, my first cat was called Kodak. My dad owns a camera shop, and we had 2 cats called Kodak and Fuji.
Dylan was really desperate.
I thought you were going to say your first cat was called Shirley.
It was surely not, no. Apparently you have to have an interruption here because I need to be shown something. Wow, that's very impressive. I'm being insisted upon that I show this to the stream, so it's going to briefly interrupt. Dylan has drawn a Labrador puppy, and he wanted me to show everybody.
He's refusing to go to bed.
And he's refusing to go to bed until everyone on the stream has been shown, and including me. So there you go. All the comments, Dylan, are being very nice.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
To bed.
Approval all round. Now he's going to go to bed. Good night, Dylan. We'll see you in the morning. This is a very good drawing. Very good drawing. Right. Procyon. You're 3 away from $1 million. You're up to £125,000. Question number 13 is worth £250,000 if you give me a right answer. However, you lose £93,000 if you give me a wrong answer. You've still got those 4 lifelines if you need to use them. Have a look at question number 13. Yes, it is 13 of a possible 15. Physicist Isaac Newton made a famous wager about whether white light is composed of colours against what other scientist? Thomas Savery, James Gregory, Anton van Leeuwenhoek, Robert Hooke.
Alright, I'm going to give Sheldon a little bit of slack on this one for not making Leibniz an alternate answer choice, because that would have been funny. But it's not that egregious, so I don't think all that much. Good.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm going to have to take a moment on this. I don't really know. This is really surprising. The question was you.
Your mic's just cutting out just slightly. There's getting a little bit of muffliato from you there, as it were.
It's got to be decreasing sensitivity. Otherwise, it's not really a loss.
Fair.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? You've got 4 lifelines there, if you'd like to use one of them. Or more than one of them. You can use all 4 and still walk away if you like. You lose $93,000 if you're wrong. It's worth £250,000. Physicist Isaac Newton made a famous wager about whether white light is composed of colours against what other scientist? Thomas Savery, James Gregory, Anton van Leeuwenhoek, Robert Hooke.
Okay, well, Thomas Savery invented the steam engine. James Gregory, someone I immediately know. Leeuwenhoek was genetics, as was Hooke. So that doesn't really help me all that much. Wait. Wait. Oh, no. What's laws, I think, for springs, not quite. Strong scientific. Though it does imply that Robert Hooke is involved in physics.
You've got 4 lifelines, if you'd like to use them.
Okay, I have a feeling that the embargo or the attempt to handle this out is going to have to be temporarily postponed once something immediately comes to me. Man, I want to walk in over fucking.
Sorry.
Right, but I really want to.
There we go.
Okay. We're going to go with the 50-50, please. Final answer.
Okay, computer, could you please take away 2 random wrong answers? Leave Procyon just the right answer and the one remaining... Sorry, leave Procyon just the right answer and the one remaining wrong answer. B. James Gregory, D. Robert Hooke. Has that helped?
It makes me more annoyed.
Oh no. Well, you've got 3 others. Phone a friend, ask the audience, ask the host. If any of those appeal, you can take a guess. You can walk away. Walk away with £125,000. Lose 93 if you're wrong. Double up to £250,000 if you're right. James Gregory, Robert Hooke.
Yep. And yep. Okay. All right. The Robert Hooke, final answer. Let's get off with it.
Any particular reason?
Yeah, I believe that Hooke did the wave theory of light. I don't remember if it was Hooke or Descartes. I think Hooke was more involved in this game because I don't necessarily remember as much. I'm going to go with Robert Hooke.
Well, it's locked in and the loop has finished. It's the right answer. You've just won £250,000. We finally used up one of those lifelines, but it has got you to this point. Thank you for the 2-month subscription there, Liquid Courage. Welcome to the stream. You're up to £250,000, Procyon. Liquid Courage was one of the guys who proofread this pack, so knows exactly what is coming up as well. You're 2 away from £1 million, Procyon. You can phone a friend, you can still ask the audience, you can still ask the host. Question number 14 is worth £500,000 for a right answer, but you lose £218,000 if you give me a wrong answer. Don't have to play, but take a look at question 14 of a possible 15. Which of these is not the name of a released John Madden American football game? Madden NFL 14, Madden NFL 13, Madden NFL 15, Madden NFL 12.
Well, I have a cartridge of Madden NFL 08 somewhere in my, maybe it was sold, but very, very, very long time ago I used to love these. So the question is, which one of these years did they skip, or which one did they start, or which one did they end? I think that is a very good question to ask.
Any of those lifelines you're thinking possibly able to come and aid you on this? You can phone a friend, ask the audience, ask the host.
I can't even think which of these lifelines would be a good idea.
It's worth £500,000.
It really is worth £500,000. Oh, my kingdom has a score count on my list because I forgot that video games is a big vulnerability of mine.
You got any inkling at the moment?
I'm working on it.
What's your logic? Where are you logicking from here?
So my logic is that it either started or it ended at some point. There is also the chance that it just skipped one. So yeah, it's kind of one of the four.
Yes, if we could keep the spoilers out of the chat, that would be very cool. Welcome to the game, Cool Gamer 1209, but it's still live for the hot seat player, so if we could not have any spoilery chat, that would be really kind. Thank you very much.
I guess the question is it a current game? Okay, because I don't know. It would be such a $500,000 question.
It's exactly what it is.
Like, oh yeah, we just forgot to release it in 2014. But that was an oopsie rule, or like Madden NFL 50 for whatever the 50th anniversary of NFL was. I don't know. It's gotta be. At least it's funny. And this is the thing with the Earth.
And we're losing you a little bit there, Procyon. Your mic's really cutting out.
Sorry, leaning away from my network. I'm not currently in my not currently in my normal place. So I don't think it's where it started or ended, so I think it's so I can't even use my phone for Hey Siri even up with 1 or 2.
No, you cannot.
Anyone who's played the Chase with me knows that's my favorite way to Chase. I was doing last night. So we are going to go with a Madden NFL 14.
A final answer.
Yeah. I'm taking a 50-50 here, but I no longer have a 50-50. And we're going with a.
It's the right answer. You've just won £500,000. That is some gusto there. Well,
okay, so it's a $500,000 question. So it's not going to be points. So it's either 14 or 13, and I picked 14.
Well, Ash is saying it's Madden 25. You were right, it was related to an anniversary, 25th anniversary, 30th, aka Madden NFL 30th anniversary edition. So,
that's smart.
You are up to the big one. Question 15 of 15. You've got Phone a Friend. You can ask the audience. I'm sure they'd be delighted at this point of the game. You can ask the host. It's worth £1 million virtual pounds, a virtual £1 million. Of course, you lose £468,000 if you give me a wrong answer. So think very carefully. Those 3 lifelines are there. You can walk away. Have a look at question 15 of 15.
Don't be a mad question. Let's go.
The character Indiana Jones was allegedly inspired by Hiram Bingham III, a professor and adventurer for which university? Princeton University, Columbia University, Stanford University, Yale University.
Hey Ben, what do you think?
Do you want to ask the host?
Yeah, I'm curious to know what you think.
Here's what I think. I really hope that you're just using up your lifelines at this point just for showboating effect. I don't know. I know Indiana Jones reasonably well. Beyond that, I would only be guessing. If I were to have a guess, and I don't know why, there's just a little part of my brain that thinks, is it B, Columbia? I can't think where or why I might know that. It might just be a stab in the dark. But out of those, Columbia is the one I would plump for. But I would, honest to God, be guessing as close to guessing as it can get. There's maybe an inkling that one just feels more like it would be the right answer. But I honestly haven't got a Scooby-Doo. And I hope that you do. And if not, you have still got 2 other lifelines to use if you'd like. And that's my final answer.
Okay, so shot in the dart where you randomly know this did not work out. Because here's the thing. Hiram Bingham the third was the guy who found Machu Picchu.
He's the guy who...
He found Machu Picchu.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, none of these universities are remotely close to Machu Picchu.
No, they're not. There's several thousand miles in between.
Yeah. And we're seeing Stanford again. I'm never happy to see Stanford. Brings me back to that barbecue restaurant bathroom. Very, very sad day. March 30th, 2016. Very, very sad day. So, okay. Found Machu Picchu. By the law of it wouldn't show up twice in the same. Why were we talking about Stanford earlier? It wouldn't show up twice in the same quiz. I don't remember if Stanford was the answer or not. I just know you're talking about Stanford. So, like, that topic, okay. So a topic wouldn't be asked about twice. If there was a question that was related to Stanford earlier, then like it wouldn't be a question. Oh, it was a hard question. Okay, Stanford is irrelevant in that question. That was just a walk.
It's worth £1 million.
Okay, you found Machu Picchu. We're not even gonna go through that because that's not relevant. I know where Machu Picchu is. I know what it looks like, but not related to who found it or his university. So we have to think. We have to think. We have to look at the name of professor. Some Ivy League place. All right. Potters, Clive, and
Ash.
Ash.
Potters, Clive, and Ash are your photo friends, yes.
Potters, Clive, and Ash. Well, which of those would be most likely to know history? This is from our side of the pond, so I don't think Ash would be the person to talk to here. So at least Clive and Potters. Clive was here to cover the fact that I'm not good at music or movies or pop culture. I trust Clive much more with, and Potters was kind of general brim or just stuff I don't know. I believe I'd like to phone Potters.
Hodders, just to confirm, I'm pretty sure Hodders is also this side of the pond, by that logic. I might be wrong on that, but I thought Hodders was British, but please do correct me if I'm wrong, Hodders.
Ash was specifically for British related trivia.
Okay. Hodders confirming he is British, but you'd like to phone Hodders. Okay, we'll give him a ring. We'll get him on the line, and you'll have 30 seconds to tell him the question and the 4 possible answers, and hopefully ascertain some response from him as well. Do you want me to tell him how much money's involved?
Sure.
Okay. Hodders, are you with us?
Currently muted.
Oh, sorry, I muted myself.
You did.
Hello.
Hodders, hi. It's Royal Flush from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
Hello, Flush.
Hello. I've got Procyon here. They're doing rather well. They've answered 14 questions, but they need your help on question number 15 to get to the million. So the next voice you'll hear will be Procyon's. They'll tell you the question and the 4 possible answers. One of them is worth £1 million. All right, mate.
Okay.
All right, Procyon. Lots of luck. Your time starts now.
Indiana Jones was inspired by Hiram Bingham III, the guy who founded Machu Picchu. Hiram Bingham III was a professor and adventurer from what university? Princeton, Columbia, Yale, Stanford.
I've got a hunch on this one because I read a while back about an article where this university started handing stuff back because
What's the
Machu
answer?
Picchu. I think it's Yale. 90% certain Yale.
Thank you, Others. Have a lovely day.
Thank you. Good luck.
90%. That's quite convincing. 90% Yale. You were going over Stanford. My inkling was Columbia. Hodders thinks Yale.
Well, I was saying Stanford, but
You're gonna
I
go.
was trying to metagame this as much as possible, but with 90% certainty. What am I? I'm down to the ask the audience.
Yeah, ask the audience. It's the only other lifeline you got.
Yeah, well, it's not like the audience is going to be unbiased now. So with 90% certainty, I'm going to go T, Yale, final answer. Yale also rejected me. I don't remember that rejection quite as vividly, but they did also reject me.
For some reason, this isn't debugging, so I don't know. Oh, well, I'll tell you why it's not debugging. It's because you've asked the host, so I don't get a debug when you ask the host. So, computer, can you reveal? Is it the right answer? It is! Well played. Scrolling through my console looking for a debug line. There isn't one there. Procyon, you've just won £1 million. Virtual pounds. Congratulations, you're winner.
I was expecting that with my deal or no deal winnings, yeah?
Yeah, we'll see what we can. We'll see what we can do. Very, very many congratulations, Procyon. A virtual £1 million and eternal glory in the leaderboard of the Hall of Fame. Well, it's been a nail bite. It's been about an hour. Very close to now, but it's been absolutely nail biting. But you have defeated the tree and defeated Sheldon's question pack. So
Sheldon, that was fantastic. Thank you very, very much, Sheldon. And that was lovely pack. I had a great time.
Well, thank you very much to Sheldon, and thank you, Procyon, for all the entertainment, and very many congratulations on climbing to the top of the money tree. We're going to have another game of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire as soon as I've loaded the next pack in. But for now, Procyon, congratulations, Millionaire.
Woohoo!
Index out of range exception. Oh, yeah. My bad.
I'm not quite familiar with that denomination of money, but woohoo anyways.
I think I'll maybe press this button instead. Yes, I do. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Stay tuned for more Millionaire.
Very well, very well.
Be right back.
Ooh, thank you very much.
Welcome back to the second part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We just saw Procyon go on to win a virtual £1 million. Very many congratulations to them. Sorry, I'm also looking at things in the 8 Minkies feeding back to me for risky business, which I'm inclined to say we're going to have a game of later on, but we'll see how we get on for the rest of the evening. So, if you fancy your chances at winning a virtual £1 million, first of all, you'll need to be in the Discord server, which is right there. Next, you'll need to make sure you've got a microphone so that you can come and talk to me in the hot seat, and that's about all you need. You also need to win fastest finger first and be inside this lobby. So, if you fancy your chances at it, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you need to enter the lobby code. FZJR. Make your way in. Ooh. Lobby enter dot wave. So you'll need to win fastest finger first. If you haven't got a microphone, or for whatever reason don't want to be in the hot seat, then you can just ignore the fastest finger first game, and then you won't be in the hot seat. But you can still play along with the lobby game at home if you fancy playing that. V for Vitrudel, how about that? Let me say hello to some new people who just joined us over the course of that game. Serial Quizzer, Mithers, Danny Boy, M3 Times, Mappy, Can't Quiz, Won't Quiz, Aspie, Party and Me, Toad Boy, Liquid Courage, The Cool Gamer, Ass Backwards, Max the Gamer, and Cyclespace. Welcome to you all. Now, next question pack is Apple Cars. Apple Cars, who is in the lobby actually. So I might just add you to the exclusion list, Apple Cars. This pack has been rated 5.5 difficulty out of 10. So on paper a little bit easier than the previous one that we just saw. APPELKAAS12. So Apple Cards, you can play fastest finger for bragging rights, but you won't be brought in to face your own question pack because that would be a complete waste of time. Welcome to the game, SM MIDI, and welcome to the stream as well. Lovely to have you here. If you want to come play in the hot seat, SM MIDI, you need to be in the Discord server, and you also need to have a microphone. So if you win fastest finger, you need to make sure you can pop your way into the Discord server so that you can take part in the game. Right, we'll give it till the end of this loop. Oh, you can see if you can remember them all, Applecast. That's always a fun game to do. That is the end of the loop, so we're going to lock the lobby and find out who we've got in it. That was a really clumsy sentence. Find out who we've got in it. We welcome ABME, Clive of Legend, Procyon, Connor M27, Dogfish44, The Lupine 1 and Jack Wilfred, Topper 1 Gaming and AJ Nokia, Useless Noisemaker and Matt the Ref, Applecast 12 who wrote the question pack as well, Shadowmain PX41, Itzotley, Innis C, Cola, Cetra4271, Cyclespace, Lewis T, Ramsey Fox, Giggles3888, Vitrudel and SM Midi. You are all in the lobby waiting to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So, it's not that button, it must be that button. It's not that, but I'm sure there was a single button there. Anyway, fastest finger first again. Make sure you've got Persephone's Twitch bot on standby, ready to whisper a single answer as a single response. A, B, C, D, C, D, A, B, B, A, C, D, whatever you think the answer is. Whisper it to the bot as a single message, not as individual messages, otherwise it won't be processed or it will be processed as incorrect. Whoever's fastest will be next into the hot seat. Make sure you're in the Discord and make sure you have got a microphone if you want a chance to play. Fingers on buzzers then, here comes the next question. Put these capital cities in alphabetical order. Sofia, Singapore, Stockholm, Santiago. Okay, slightly more challenging than the last fastest finger that we had, but hopefully not too challenging. Let's have a look first of all at the right answer. First of all, D, Santiago, that's S-A. Then you've got Singapore, that's S-I. Followed by Sofia, which is S-O. And finally, Stockholm, S-T. D-B-A-C is what you needed to type to the bot. Let's find out who got it right and who got it right in the fastest time. All of these are right. Not everyone. Who was fastest? Topper 1 Gaming in 6.47 seconds. Well done, Topper. There were 3 faster players there, all of whom have played before: Innis C, Clive Legend and Procyon. But Topper 1, it's you who is the fastest finger into the chair. So make your way to the green room. Looks like you're already there. And score count will sound test you, and then we will begin the game. Topper just getting a little sound test going on there, I think. I think Topper's generally got pretty good microphone. We were playing Fall Guys a couple of nights ago. Topper 1 Gaming, good evening to you.
Good evening, Mr. Flush.
How are you, my friend?
Okay.
Good? Nervous?
I mean, well, after the last game with Procyon, prepared to watch me crash and burn.
Well, it's a lot to live up to, perhaps. But hey, we're here to have fun all the same. Your first time in the chair here, I believe, in the Millionaire chair.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Good. You got a target in mind that you'd like to get to, or somebody in the community you'd like to equal or better?
I hope to get the first question correct.
First question correct. Well, we've got small goals, and then we hopefully won't be too disappointed. Yeah. Fabulous.
If I went on the actual show, I'd aim for about 16 grand.
16, okay, so that's a respectable target. So, Topper 1 Gaming, first of all, can you confirm that it is indeed just you, me, and the computer? No Google, no devices, no people whispering the answers behind you?
There's no Google, and I've closed Twitch as well.
Wonderful. Next, I need you to nominate 3 phone friends. They need to be people who can come to the microphone if they are needed.
Well, while I was in the Vocalize, Matt insisted I choose him, so...
Did he now?
Well, he hinted it, but I'll choose Matt the Ref.
Matt the Ref, okay.
Let's go for Innis.
Innis C, okay. The fastest player, or the fastest time, actually, but obviously on the exclusion list. So Matt the Ref, Innis C, and one more?
I'll just choose a name random. Jack Wilfred.
Jack Wilfred. Jack, have you got a microphone this evening? Jack's off and around for Millionaire. Let's see if he's around with a microphone tonight. You got a microphone, Jack? If he's not in the general voice chat, let's just wait for Jack to confirm that. And if he's still here, he may be AFK. Cannot do phone a friend. I can't have access to a microphone watching Beat the Chasers. Honoured to have been picked though. So Jack says he's unfortunately unable to be here. So different random name.
Let's go for Dogfish.
Dogfish. Have you got a microphone and able to come and talk to us if necessary? Let's wait for a confirmation from Dogfish. Dogfish is all good to do that. So you've got Dogfish, Innes, and Matt the Ref as your phone of friends if you feel you need them. Right. Okay, there's confidence there. So, top of one. 15 questions away from a virtual £1 million. You've got those 4 lifelines to help you out along the way. 50-50. Phone one of your nominated friends. Ask this Twitch audience, or you can indeed ask me if you would like to. You ready to play?
Yep.
Okay, let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? Usual drill, if you're playing in the lobby, whisper your answer to Persephone's Twitch bot within 15 seconds of the question appearing in the chat. Do keep your eye on the chat. If you're watching the screen, there may be a little bit of latency, so as soon as the question's in the chat, you can whisper your answer to the bot. If you don't know or you want to walk away, leave it blank and you will automatically be walked away. Good luck, Top of One Gaming. Let's see if we can win you a lot of virtual pounds. Question number 1 is worth £100. Complete the Bob Dylan music hit, Like a Rolling Stone, pound, ounce, ton.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't think I'm aware of this song, but only one of them makes sense. So I'm going to go for a stone. Final answer.
So right answer, you just want £100. Yes, Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan. I'm interested to see a rolling ton. Let's check in with the lobby. A couple of early people walking away there. Procyon, Vitrudel, AJ, Kira, Apicars, and Giggles walking away from that one. Everybody else still in play. Let's have a look at question number 2. Proverbially, when greatly appreciating someone, what fruit of someone's eye are they? Tomato, apple, pear, banana.
I'm pretty sure that is the apple of someone's eye. Apple, final answer.
Right answer, you just want £200. So far, so good. Anything happening in the lobby to report? Cetra walking away with £100 there. Everybody else still alive and well. On we go, question number 3. An aptly named computer program beat 2016 world champion Lee Sedol in what ancient board game? Go, move, run, escape.
There is a board game called Go, so I assume it would be called Go. A final answer.
That's right answer, you just won £300. So, moving along nicely at this point. Innes walking away there with £200. One of your phone of friends may have just not got to the computer in time. On we go to question number 4. It's worth £500. Also the name for Sweden in French. What fashion material is a leather good made from the underside of animal skin? Suede, satin, silicone, spandex.
Suede. A final answer.
So right answer, you just want £500. It's Suede. Name for Sweden and French. That would make sense, I suppose. Suede.
That's Suede.
Over in the lobby, SM Midi giving a wrong answer, dropping back to nothing. Shadowmane walking away with £300. Right, this is the last point where you could go away with nothing. Question number 5 is worth a guaranteed £1,000. You've still got all 4 lifelines if you need to use them. Have a look. Let me know what you'd like to do. Famous for being stormed in the French Revolution in 1789, what function did La Bastille have? Graveyard, Prison. University. Hospital.
Ooh. History's not my strong subject. May have got me here.
Well, you have got 4 lifelines. You can 50-50, phone a friend, ask the audience, ask me. If you'd like, it's worth guaranteed £1,000, but you leave with nothing if you're wrong.
I think. I'm gonna have to use a lifeline.
Okay.
Which one is the most
one?
tactical one? I think I'm going to ask the host.
You're going to ask me?
Yes, please.
Okay, here's what I think. Yeah, it's a prison. I'm trying to think of something witty to say, but I can't think of anything. Yeah, the storming of the Bastille was the raid of a prison. It's referenced in the book The Man in the Iron Mask by Alexandre Dumas. And it opens, well, certainly the film opens with the line, some of this is legend, but at least this much is fact. When rioters stormed the Bastille, they found this inscription, prisoner something something, the man in the iron mask. But it's a prison. And that's my final answer.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ben.
No problem.
For confirming, I'll go for B, prison, final answer.
Okay, I don't get any confirmation in the log, so computer, can you please tell us is B the correct answer? It is the correct answer. You're up to £1,000. Nicely done. Smooth sailing so far. Just one little helping hand there with that lifeline to get you up to the £1,000 mark, but you are there. You're guaranteed £1,000. Over in the lobby, ABME getting that one wrong, dropping that down to 0, and Clive, Connor, Dogfish, Lupine, Jack, Matt, It's Otley, Cola, Psychospace, Lewis, and Ramsey Fox, you are all still very much in play. So, Top 1 Gaming, the money's going to start to go up a little steeper. Question number 6 is worth £2,000 if you give me a right answer. You've still got 3 of those 4 lifelines left. You can't lose on this question, so you might as well have a go. Have a look. Question number 6 of a possible 15. Gorgons, Ouroboros, and Naga are mythological beings related to what animal? Hawk, dog, whale, snake.
Well, I've heard of a gorgon. If I remember correctly, that's the lady with the snakes for the hair, like Medusa is. But I've never had Ouroboros and Niagara. I'm not sure. They don't ring bells.
You've got 3 lifelines if you'd like to use them. You can't lose on this question, so might as well have a go. But it's always to seem a shame to go out on a question when you've still got lifelines intact if you're not sure. So do use them if you need to. But it's worth £2,000. Gorgons, Ouroboros, and Naga are mythological beings related to what animal? Hawk, dog, whale, snake.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's not hawk or whale, so I don't. Is a gorgon have a dog's body? Probably not. It's got to be. It's got to be snake. Surely.
You want to play?
I mean, yeah. You say I could lose lifelines, but I have a good enough feeling that I'd rather save them. So I'm gonna take a punt at snake. Final answer.
It's good. You just won £2,000. Yes, as you pointed out, Medusa was one of the Gorgons who had snakes for hair. Have you read Harry Potter at all? Have seen Harry Potter?
I've seen the films, yeah.
Voldemort's snake's called Nagini. Probably from the same derivation, I shouldn't wonder. Over in the lobby, quite a few people getting this one wrong though. Connor, Matt, and Lewis T all walking away with £1,000. Ramsey, Cyclespace, Cola, It's Otley, Jack Wilfred, Lupine, Dogfish, and Clive all still alive. So, question number 7 next, worth £4,000. You drop back down to 1,000 if you give me a wrong answer, but you double up to 4,000 if you give me a right answer. You've still got 3 lifelines left. Use them if you need to, that's what they're there for. Take a look. Question number 7, it's worth £4,000. What hazardous chemical is commonly used in the modern practice of embalming dead bodies? Sarin, formaldehyde, phosgene, carbon monoxide, or indeed carbon monoxide.
It's a great question. I'm afraid I don't think I have a great answer for you.
Well,
Yeah.
still got 3 lifelines.
I do. I think it's time to ask the wonderful Twitch audience for some help on this.
Okay, Twitch audience, since this is the first time we've had to ask you this evening, just a reminder of how this works. Even if you're in the lobby game and you've already answered, you can answer again. You can answer either to the bot or into public chat. Either is fine, and you just need a single letter, either A, B, C, or D, but don't ask it until the bot says answer now, which will be about 20 seconds after I press the button, which I'm going to do once I've just double checked what we're going for, £4,000, which I'm going to do now. Let's get Topper 1 Gaming up to £4,000. The question is, what hazardous chemical is commonly used in the modern practice of embalming dead bodies? A, sarin, B, formaldehyde, C, phosgene, D, carbon monoxide. A, B, C, or D, all vote now. And even if you are not in the lobby game, you can still vote on this question even if you've not joined the lobby. So, got about 20 seconds to get your answers in. Wow, that's a survey of 23 people. Nobody thinks it's sarin, phosgene, or carbon monoxide. 100% of the survey thinking the answer is B, formaldehyde. Reasonably conclusive. You going to go with the audience?
If I had to guess, that was probably what I was going to go for. Something was in the back of my mind. Yes, formaldehyde, final answer.
So the right answer, you just won £4,000.
Thank you, Twitch.
Well done, audience. Yes, got up to £4,000. Using up a lifeline there, but you've still got 2 left, and you're 2 away from what you wanted as your target of 16, and 3 away from the next guaranteed milestone of 32. Nobody left in the audience game struggling with that question. As I say, 3 away from that guaranteed milestone of 32, 2 away from your own personal target of £16,000. You have still got 2 lifelines. You can phone a friend, and you can take a 50-50. Take a look at question number 8. It's worth £8,000 if you give me a right answer. Have a look at this. What author wrote a dystopian novel in 1932 in which Henry Ford was worshipped as a messiah? George Orwell, Ray Bradbury, Aldous Huxley, Margaret Atwood.
Only easier questions. I think George Orwell was around earlier than that. Maybe. No, I think I need another lifeline.
You've got 2 left. You can phone one of your nominated friends. You can take a 50-50. Which of those do you think would be more helpful for this question? I mean, you can use both of them. You can use both of them and still walk away if you like.
Good. I mean, even though I don't think it's George Orwell, I mean, it still could be. So I think I need to phone a friend.
Okay. Who would you like to call? Dogfish, Innes, or Matt?
Let's go for Innes.
Innes. Okay. We'll get Innes up on the line. You have 30 seconds to give him the question and the 4 possible answers, and hopefully ascertain some form of response from him as well. Let's just see if we can get him into the room. Just be a little bit of latency that we're just waiting for here. I could probably drag him in myself, couldn't I? I'm going to do that. Innes.
Hello.
Hi, Royal Flush from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
Evening.
Good evening.
Sorry.
We've got Topper 1 here, Topper 1 Gaming. He's doing okay. He's up to question number 8. This question's worth £8,000, but he's come up with a bit of a stumper. Needs your help to get to this £8,000 question. The next voice you'll hear will be Topper's. He'll tell you the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of them is worth £8,000. All right, mate?
All right.
Fab. Topper, lots of luck. Your time starts now.
Author wrote a dystopian novel in 1932 in which Henry Ford was worshipped as a messiah. George Orwell, Ray Bradbury, Aldous Huxley, Margaret Atwood.
I haven't read the book, but I believe there's a science fiction book where it's like the years are AF after Ford, which feels like that. I think that's Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. I could be wrong with that. That's what I think. It's way too early for Margaret Atwood. I think it's too early for Ray Bradbury. I would go for Aldous Huxley. I have an inkling on that.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So, Innes thinks it's Aldous Huxley. Says he thinks it might be Brave New World. What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts is to go with his thoughts because I've nothing better to add.
That's a good logic.
Yeah, I'll go for Aldous Huxley. C, final answer.
It's the right answer. You've just won £8,000. Yes, Aldous Huxley, Brave New World. The only other one there that was maybe in contention was possibly 1984 by George Orwell, which wasn't written until, I think, 1948. So, over in the lobby, Cola getting that one wrong, slipping up, dropping back to £1,000. Dogfish choosing to walk away on that one. So possibly a good choice of phone a friend there if Dogfish didn't know, or maybe just didn't get to the keyboard in time. Clive, Lupine, Jack, It's Hotley and Cyclespace all still here. Ramsey Fox also walking away with £4,000 there. So 2 away from 32 now, Topper. Next one's worth £16,000. You've still got a 50-50 left if you'd like to use it. You lose £7,000 if you give me a wrong answer at this point. Have a look. Question number 9 of a possible 15. It's worth £16,000. For what word is the fruit rambutan directly named in Malay and Indonesian due to its similar appearance? For what word is the fruit rambutan directly named in Malay and Indonesian due to its similar appearance? Thorn, eye, seed, hair. It's worth £16,000. You lose 7 if you're wrong, though. Still got a 50-50 left if you'd like to use it.
Yes. I'm definitely no Procyon.
No, they're only easy if you know the answers.
I don't know the answer.
Not going to be easy then.
I might as well take the 50-50.
Okay, sure. Computer, can you take away 2 random wrong answers, please? Leave Topper 1 gaining just the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. Seed or hair?
So is the rambutan seed-shaped or head-shaped?
Seems to be where the question's going.
Yeah, is it a round thing or a very thin thing? Or a round thing with lots of hair on it?
Could be. Similar appearance. It looks like a hair. Looks like a seed.
I did say I'll go for 16. Go up to 16 grand. So I'll take a guess.
But you don't have to wait. You can walk away with 8,000. No one would think any less of you. But of course, you can take a punt if you like. You lose £7,000 if you're wrong, though.
I'm going to go for one of them.
You got a leaning towards either of them.
Seed. I'm leaning towards seed.
Okay.
Similar appearance.
What word is the fruit rambutan directly named in Malay and Indonesian due to its similar appearance? Seed or hair?
And again, seed. Look, seeds can be anything. They look different. Or they're also very tiny. Lots of things look like seeds.
You don't have to play it. You can walk away with £8,000. I guess one of those answers is worth £16,000. One of those will cost you 7.
I'm going to go seed, final answer.
Topper, it's the wrong answer. You've just lost £7,000. It was D. Hare. Yes, rambutan is directly known to. If I was thinking it's possibly seed as well. So how could it look like a hare? How would that work? But there it is. Seed was not the right answer. Let's just take a quick look in the lobby. Clive getting that one wrong, dropping back down to 1,000. Lupine walking away with 8,000. It's Sotley walking away with 8,000, which means it's a tied lobby victory for Jack Wilfred and Cycle Space, £16,000 each. Very well played. Oh, Topper, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. But
it's fine. I came with nothing. I leave with £1,000.
Leave with £1,000 and a name in the Hall of Fame. Have you had a good time?
Good time, thank you.
Fab. Well, it's been lovely having you here. Topper One Gaming, everybody, £1,000. So, I need to decide what I'm going to do now, because we've just received apparently the correctly formatted question pack of pack number 3. I'm just going to stop the build a minute, and actually I should probably flip to be right back. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Let's go to be right back. There we go. Let me just take a look at this correctly formatted pack that's just been sent to me. I'm just going to throw it into the JSON converter to make sure it does compile. It does seem to be compiling. I'm not looking at the questions, obviously, because I'm not allowed to do that. Only question now I need to ask 8Minky, when this pack was proofed earlier on, were there any major changes? Because if there are, then obviously we'll just need to edit the one that was sent earlier on, unless 8Minky sent that back to the writer. I was going to wait for some confirmation from somebody either way before I make a decision. And then we'll play Risky Business later on. Okay, let me fire that over to you then, Ape. Oh, okay. I'll send you over the new one, 8Minky. That's the new one. What I might do then, just while we just get this checked, I might just go for a little break. If I put up, say, a word puzzle. Do you want to do a word wheel? We'll do a couple of word wheels. I think I've still got that open. Let me just check. I have got wordy warm-ups open. I'll put up a word puzzle. I need to grab another beer. We're just going to fine-tune this pack from the proofers, and then we will play a third game of Millionaire and a quick game of Risky Business after that. So sit tight, and I will be back very, very shortly.
Until I first met you, I was lonesome. And when you came inside, dear, my heart grew light, and this whole world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you deserve expressions that really fit you. And so I've racked my brain, hoping to explain all the things that you did to me. Mere bis to shame, please let me explain. Mere bis to shame means you're grand. Mere bis to shame, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. It means you're the fairest. It means you're the fairest. It means you're the fairest in the land.
Greetings from the Andrews sisters. I'm Patty.
I'm Maxine.
And I'm Laverne.
I could say Bella, Bella, even seven bar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain me if it's a shame. So kiss me, I say that you will understand.
That's the end of the game, but timed quite well with the track there. Just going to check in with Ape, see how we're getting on with this question pack. If there's too much difference, I'm grateful to Ape for doing these changes. It was proofed in advance, and then there was an issue with the formatting of it, and now we're just making sure that the proofing matches with the checking the proofing matches with the newly correctly formatted pack. The one of two through, half through. Okay, cool. So hopefully this won't take too much longer. I'll do announcements then while we're here. Millionaire's off, so I can go to webcam only, and I can actually activate the flush cam. It seems a good an opportunity as any to do some announcements. Hello, y'all. So it's strange start to the year. We'll say we're back in lockdown 3 here in the UK. We've got one more pack of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire to do after the break, and then after that we're going to be Big Ben, that's me. After that we're going to have a game of Risky Business, which is I did a lot of tweaking to today. It's undergone some fairly substantial rewrites from last. Well, not fairly substantial. The nuts and bolts are the same, but a couple of little bits of tweaking here and there. So, and I'm looking to do a proper thorough test of that ahead of the double episode, which we're going to be doing on Saturday. Well, Meg in the background. Oh, I say, he's very handsome. Do you want to show him off?
I can show him off.
Meg's has done a picture.
Yeah.
Come and show the world your picture. See, I'm a heathen when it comes to drawing and stuff. I can't do anything. But this is Mrs. Flush, who's done a bull. It's a bull with big ears and horns. You can feel
Thank
the
you,
motion.
Clive. I'm desperately trying to get motion. I'm rubbish as it.
He's really handsome. You did a horse as well recently, didn't you?
I did do a horse, but the horse is a bit shite. I don't really want to show off the horse, but I'm happy with how Mr.
Happy with the bull.
Mr. Bull is giving you the eye. Yes.
He can't draw us. Me neither, AJ Nokia. Yeah, she's very clever. She won't have any of it, but
No, but I'm happy with how he's come out. He's.
Do you want to grab Mr. Zebra down?
You want me to get Mr. Zebra?
I like Mr. Zebra.
You've shown everyone, You've shown everyone the. Why don't we go
Maybe
through...
we'll take the playing card with your phone number.
Oh yeah, maybe take off the.
So this hangs.
To have, I don't know, Isotley. I don't really have any talent.
Oh, you be quiet now. That's Mrs. Flush's Zebra.
Yes.
So.
Which I did when Ben was on your stag do.
Did you?
I did that when you were on your stag do.
I'm sure that no, you must have done it before then, because I'm sure we had this up at Mad Linda's for a while.
Oh, we might have.
My stag do was only about 3 weeks before he got married, and which was only about 3 weeks before he moved.
Maybe it was in Slovenia.
Maybe I think Slovenia sounds about right, actually.
Either way, you weren't there, so I had
No, evidently.
You went around.
Crazy landlord Kira is Mad Linda.
Yeah,
like,
she
just
was
the worst human being you've ever met.
She was like serious nutcase.
So we don't miss
Can
that.
show everyone my colourful hummingbird as well.
Got a colourful
And I'm
hummingbird.
going
Oh,
to
he's
go
very
for a
very
workout.
colourful.
Yes, my colourful hummingbird.
Colourful bird.
Yeah, the seriously mad landladies are the worst. Anyway, right.
Thank you for art time with Mrs. Flush.
Yes.
So she's very very talented. You won't hear of it from me,
I
so you have to
won't
keep
hear
telling her. That's your Robin.
There we go.
Oh, this is one I like.
Well, it was because I drew it for you.
Yeah.
So there we go.
That was what Mrs. Flush did for me. Does she do prints?
I don't, but if you want one, you can have a picture, Kira, for free. They just sit in a cupboard doing nothing. Is it a pheasant?
No, that's
It is
that's
not
a Big
pheasant.
Daddy Clive from my favourite video game, Bioshock.
What would you like, Kira? Just say any of the. Apart from the Big Daddy, you can't have that. But any of the other ones that I have exhibited. Can you see what it is? Yeah.
You tell what it is, yeah.
See what it is? Yeah. There we go.
Are we okay to say that now?
I have
because
a vulture as well. I don't know if we can quote Warren Harris anymore.
He's sort of.
He's a bit political and yeah.
It's almost political as paedophile convicted.
Political paedophile.
Anyway,
There we go.
So-
I'm done with my art exhibition. now.
thank you for coming to share.
If anyone would like one, they can have one. Apart from, you can't have the Big Daddy or the Vulture because they're ours, but you can have any of the other ones.
Right. Ape has confirmed that the pack is all good. So I plugged it into the game, and we'll play that in just a second. Can I play Mrs. Flush? No, I don't think you can play the didgeridoo, can you? You play everything else though.
I can't play a didgeridoo.
You play clarinet, oboe, piano, sing.
I don't play clarinet.
Do you not play clarinet?
No.
Saxophone. That was the same thing. Saxophone is basically just a fabulous clarinet, isn't it?
Get out of my house.
This is my house as well. Right. What's going on this week? We've got the Bash. Bash is here tomorrow with some stuff, and then he'll be back on. Sorry, everyone. Shiny Dream 5. Bo, you didn't. Sorry for anyone who's offended by my fabulous clarinet joke.
Also known as a shiny drain pipe.
To be fair, I do really like the saxophone.
Yeah.
Kira adds the saxophonist as well.
She's probably a better saxophonist than I am. I'm an oboe converted to saxophonist, which is
It's a big
which
drain
is a
pipe.
very big drain pipe.
Do a viola joke. What's the difference between a viola and a cello?
People like the cello.
I do like the cello. I quite like the cello. Actually, I don't believe this because I really quite like the cello. The difference between a viola and a cello is that a cello takes longer to burn.
I do actually have a orchestra musician joke if anyone wants to hear it, which is you're driving a car down a street. Oh yeah, people can't see me.
You.
You're driving a car down a road, and on one side you see the conductor, and on the other side you see the first violinist. Which one do you run over first? Do you know which one you run over first?
The first violinist, because everyone's watching them anyway, and the conductor doesn't really do anything. They're just for the cover art.
You run over the conductor because business before pleasure.
Having never played in an orchestra, I don't really. You drift. Well, before we insult any other people who are orchestral musicians around here, I think we'll move on rapidly then. Nuts on the bus. Ash is here tomorrow and Friday with various quiz action over on his channel. You can also go join Ash's Discord for server fun and games, which happen on a very regular basis. I know that Matt this evening is going to be doing a stream of, I want to say, The Wall, a watch along of The Wall in Ash's server a bit later on. So do pop yourself over there if you want to take part in that. I'm here on Saturday, and we're going to be playing The Escape Artist with a question pack written by Itzotli, which we're very much looking forward to. Itzotli, that's going to be proofed this week, and if there are any changes that are required, then we'll be in touch with you or one of the proofers. Although I can read these ones, so unlike the Millionaire ones, which I can't. So that's on Saturday, and we're going to be having a double episode of Risky Business, which we're going to be having a pilot of after this next pack of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So lots and lots of things going on. Next Tuesday, so this time next week, Game Night Classics continues, and it's Blockbusters and the Code next Tuesday, so make sure you come along for that. All of this information and more you can find in the Discord server, so do pop yourself along and come and say hey. It'd be lovely to have you there. Now, finally, I've added top 1 game into the exclusion list, so we've got one more question pack in Millionaire tonight before we go and play. Oh, is Dan back? Dan's back this week, so Quizzy Dan is going to be here on Thursday. Is he doing Quizzy Bingo? Thank you, Kira. Is Dan Quizzy Bingoing on Thursday? Quizzy Bingo on Thursday. Fabulous. So pop along on Thursday to Quizzy Dan's channel, which I think I've got linked up there. There we go. Twitch.tv/Quizzy Dan. Thursday evening, 8 o'clock, if you'd like to play some Quizzy Bingo in the new year. Apologies if I've missed anyone out there. Do come. I think Tipster might be here on Sunday with the Pinnacle Lara. No, it's Pinnacle. If he is, he is. If he's not, it'll be 7 o'clock on Sunday if Tipster is about. He's off till the end of the month. Thank you very much for confirming it. And Tipster, hello. Off till the end of the month. So you can go to Tipster's channel at 7 o'clock on Sunday, but he won't be there. Right. Final question pack of the night. Let me load this into the game. And this is a question pack written by Procyon. It's been given a 9 out of 10 difficulty. So who is going to be feeling brave to come and tackle Procyon's question pack? Just to give you some context, the first one we had tonight from Sheldon was given a 7 rating. The last one we just saw from Apple Cars was given a 5.5. Thank you very much to both of you for writing those. This one from Procyon has been rated a 9 out of 10 difficulty. So, we'll see what you make of it. There's 8 players on the exclusion list. This is probably, not going to say it's guaranteed, but this is probably the last game of Millionaire this season, because end of season is going to be the end of January, and then the season will start all over again in February, and I'll reset all the leaderboards and such like. So, first ever question pack for Procyon on stream. So, it's been vetted by 8 Minky, so he won't be able to be a phone a friend, and of course, Procyon won't be able to be a phone a friend either. That's about it. We're looking forward to seeing this very, very much. So I'm going to go to be right back. Just before I do, I'm just going to disable the webcam in OBS. Otherwise, the game won't open, and that would be a terrible shame. Right. So, Procyon's question pack, the third game of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire this evening. Take it away, theme tune. A load of beers just gone down the wrong way, because I swear to God DC Simmons wrote Q titties in the stream, which I'm sure is not something that DC Simmons would have said, and isn't something that DC Simmons said. It's Q titles, but I misread it and went down the wrong way. Q titties. Anyway, Q titles, and all the rest of it is, as you know, if you want to come and play, you need to be in the Discord. Which is definitely not what he said. You need to be in the Discord, which is right there, and you need to make sure you've got a microphone as well so that you can talk to me. So, I'm on the right thing. Yes, I am. Millionaire. Let's open the lobby, and if you want to play, you need the lobby code. A reminder, if you haven't got a microphone, you just want to play along in the lobby game, then you can play along in the lobby game. That's completely fine, and just ignore fastest finger when that comes up. And you won't be picked for that because, yeah, you don't want to be. If you don't want to be picked, just ignore fastest finger and you can play in the lobby game just as normal. For the prediction question, 23.6. Will Ben be asked a question and be correct? 29,000 saying yes, 24,000 saying no. That's 2 questions. I'm gonna I'm going to let that run its course and see who's going to get some currency. Oh, we've got over into the numbers. Hooray. Procyon, you are in the lobby, but you're also, actually, you're on the exclusion list already because you've been in the hot seat, so it's fine, with it being your question pack. So, one of you is going to come into the lobby. Thank you for the follow, Paulies 2. Welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you here. And some other people have joined us. Paulies 2, Nordlock, Time Strike, Gamehawk, Max the Gamer, Cyclespace, SM MIDI. I'm not sure if I said hello to all of you, but I'm saying it now. Good evening and welcome to the stream. It's lovely to have you here. Hope you all are keeping well and enjoying the evening so far. 28 people in the lobby. There's room for a couple more if you like. Just a few seconds before I lock it up. Yeah, we'll see who's going to take on Procyon's 9 difficulty question pack. This is the last game of Millionaire for this evening, but the stream will continue afterwards with a second pilot episode, if you like, or third, I suppose, because we played 2 on the Christmas stream a couple of weeks ago, of Risky Business, which is my new original game. I know I don't normally play originals on a Tuesday, but good to get some experience in the game before we go on. There's still a couple of things that probably aren't quite right in it, so as ever, when we get there, I will ask for your feedback to go into the suggestions section of the Discord. Right, let's lock you in and find out who we've got. We welcome ABME, Clive of Legend, Ramsey Fox, AJ Nokia, The Lupine One, Lewis T, Dogfish 44, Innis C, Topper One Gaming, Shadowmane PX41, Eustace Noisemaker, Itzotley, Procyonics, Applecast 12, Jane White 14, Jack Wilfred, Cyclespace, Connor M27, Cola, Tipster, Matt the Ref, Cetra, Giggles 3888, DC Simmons, Vitrudel, SM MIDI, Toadboy123, and Nordlock. Welcome to the lobby. You're poised to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Welcome to the Quizzy Dan Raiders as well. All 25 of you coming to join us. Thank you for joining us. You've just missed the lobby cutoff for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I'm afraid. But do stick around because we're going to be playing Risky Business after this game. So, Xenops indeed. Welcome to you all, lovely to have you here. So, 28 of you in the lobby, and if you don't want to play in the hot seat game, just ignore the fastest finger first. If you do win the fastest finger, you need to be in the Discord and with a microphone. This is Procyon's question pack that we're going to be playing, not the fastest finger though, that's separate. So, if you all are ready, A, B, C, D, D, C, A, B, C, A, B, D, whatever you think the right order is, whisper it to the bot as a single message, not as individual letters, otherwise it won't be processed. Put the answers in the right order, and whoever does it in the fastest time will be the third player tonight to get into the hot seat to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Fingers on buzzers, nice and quiet in the audience. Here comes the next question. Starting with the largest, put these continents in order of size of population. Africa, Asia, Antarctica, North America. That's a real thinky question, that one. Curious to see the right order myself. I think I've probably got it written in the inspector somewhere. It is, I think, what I thought it was. So, starting with the largest, Asia, which has obviously got China and India in it, which account for, between them, I think, close to 2 billion people just on their own. So, Asia being the largest. Then Africa, a lot of people living in Africa. Then we go on to D, North America. And then the least populous would be Antarctica, where I think the indigenous population is probably very close to 0. That was the right order. Let's have a look at who was right and who was right in the fastest time. All of these were right. Not all of them. Who was fastest? Cyclespace in 4.71 seconds. Well done, Cyclespace. Last player of the season, it looks like. Innis again was the fastest there, followed by Procyon, followed by Clive, followed by Matt the Ref. Oh no, then Cyclespace, then Matt the Ref. But 4 of those players have played before, so in this season, so can't get into the hot seat again. But we have got a Cyclespace who is going to just be sound tested by Scorecount and then come and join us in the game room. I need to make sure everything is on. Everything should still be on in that respect. Thank you for the 7-month subscription party of me. I thought you did that earlier on, but it's just coming up in the chat now. But thank you all the same. Very, very grateful to you for the support. Okay, so we'll get Cyclespace all sound tested up. Getting close to being a millionaire. one sub at a time, party of me. Psychospace, good evening and welcome.
Hello.
Lovely to have you here.
It's like 6 a.m. here.
Oh, is it really? Are you up early or are you up incredibly late?
I am up really early.
Really early. That's what we like to hear. Good early start. So if it's 6 a.m. where you are, you must be ahead. You must be in Australia, sort of way.
Yeah, it's in Asia. Yeah,
Asia. So that's the eastern part of eastern from where I am in the UK. But thank you, thank you for getting up so early and coming to join us. It's lovely to have you here. I think this is possibly the first time I've spoken to you.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I've never done this before. This is very nerve-wracking.
Oh, not at all. No need to be nervous. We'll have a great time. Well, you did win fastest finger first. I'm pretty sure it's your first time in the chair. Have you got a target in mind for what you'd like to get towards?
Well, I'm hoping to get at least 1,000, but with Procyan's thing, maybe 100.
Maybe 100. 125,000. That would be nice.
Oh no, just £100.
Just £100. Oh, of course, yes. Procyan's question power. Sorry, I didn't quite know what you mean. Yes, if we get to £100, that would be nice. £1,000 even nicer. Well, you've got 4 lifelines to help you out along the way. First of all, if you can confirm for me that it's just you, me, and the computer, and there's no voices in your ears or googling or anything of that nature.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Next, you need to nominate 3 phoner friends for me.
Oh dear. I'll just pick random ones, I guess.
Okay.
I'll take Clive.
Clive was good earlier on. I've no reason to think why he wouldn't be this time. So Clive number 1.
Maybe Shadowmane.
Shadowmane number 2. We'll just check that Shadowmane's available. And number 3.
I'll try Colo.
And Colo. Okay, we'll just confirm that Shadowmane and Colo are free. Shadowmane is free, and Colo is in the other voice chat, so I assume Colo's free as well. So Clive, Shadowmane, and Colo are your 3 phoner friends. Lovely stuff. So you can call on them if you get a little bit stuck and need a bit of a pointer. So, Cyclespace. 15 questions, written by Procyon, now standing between you and a virtual £1 million. You've got 4 lifelines to help you out along the way. You can take a 50-50. You can phone one of your 3 friends. You can ask the Twitch audience, or you can even ask the host if you like. You ready to play?
Yes.
All right, good luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Okay, so if you're playing along in the lobby game, just a reminder, whisper your answer to the bot. You've got 15 seconds from when the bot asks the question in the chat. If you don't answer, you will walk away and bank the money that you have earned so far. Cyclespace, good luck. Here is your first question. It's worth £100. Which of the following letters cannot be placed in front of UCK to form a valid English word? N, S, B, D.
Okay, that would be A, N. I guess. Final answer?
That's the right answer. You got £100. Yes, you can have suck. You can have a duck.
That was a very dangerous question.
Quite a dangerous question earlier on. Letters on the first one. It was rated a 9 difficulty, so a nuck and a cranny. I think it'd be a nook and a cranny. Over in the lobby, a few people walking away. AJ, DC Simmons, Toadboy at Sotley, Procyon all walking away, and Cola actually trying to get in that one wrong. Dropping back down to, let's say dropping back down, still on 0. On we go. Question number 2. It's worth £200. What holiday is celebrated on August the 5th in Burkina Faso, but one day later on August the 6th in Bolivia and Jamaica? Independence Day, Islamic New Year, National Girlfriend Day, Christmas.
Well, Islamic New Year would not make sense. That would be pretty universal. Probably not Christmas or National Girlfriend Day, so I would say Independence Day. Final answer.
So right answer, you just won £200. So far, so good. Good logicking there. And yes, this does seem to somewhat be living up to its name of a 9 out of 10 difficulty stack. Let's take a look at the lobby. Yes, quite a few people tripping up there. Cetra, Lupine, Shadowmane, Connor all getting that one wrong, dropping that to 0. Useless Noisemaker, Matt the Ref, Giggles, SM Midi and Nordlock all walking away with £100. Let's go on. Question number 3 is worth £300. Which of the following is a way to reach first base according to the official rules of baseball? Umpire's decision, prisoner's dilemma, fielder's choice, pitcher's safety.
Okay, so prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah, score counts alarm is going off now.
Let's see. I think I'm pretty sure it's pitch safety. Yeah.
You want to play?
Let's do that. Let's do pitcher safety. Final answer.
I'm afraid it's not the right answer.
Oh no!
It's the wrong answer. The correct answer was C, fielder's choice.
Really? Oh wow.
And there we go. That's the end of the game. And look at the lobby. Equal measures in the lobby. Everyone apart from ABME, Ramsey Fox and Apple Cars all falling victim to that question as well and dropping back to 0. Oh, cycle space.
Oh, that was short.
It's short, it was indeed. But yes, a 9 out of 10 difficulty. But it's... yes, and this applies to all writers who... haven't seen all of their packs. What you can do if you've got the app, it does save your questions so that you can rewrite just a handful of the questions that were seen. What I would probably advise Procyon, it's not sort of designed to be super millionaire. My gut is that this is possibly a little bit too difficult. That's my feeling on the pitch. But it is good to have a variety of difficulties in here as well. I do appreciate that as well. Yeah, but if you want to resubmit questions, if we haven't seen your whole pack, then you can do that. And for anybody who wants to write questions for this game or any of the other games that we play here, you can download the necessary apps in the Discord. Oh, Cycle Space. It's been such a short visit, but it's been lovely talking to you. I hope you had fun, and I do hope you'll stick around for Risky Business, which we're going to be playing in just a second. We'll see if we won't see you again when we come around to Season 3 in a few weeks' time. But for now, I'm afraid, I think it might be a sort of a small honour. I think are you the first to go with nothing? I'm not sure if one person's maybe done that before. So it might be the second.
I'll take that, yes.
But either way... I'm sorry it's been such a short visit, but it's been lovely having you here. And
all right, thank you.
We'll see you another time.
Yep.
Well, Cycle Space there going away with nothing, and that does bring to an end our time with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. But we are going to play Risky Business very, very shortly. I have got just a couple of tweaks that I need to make to the questions which 8Minky has sent to me. So I'll do those very quickly. I'll put up one more word puzzle. Do you want a word wheel or a word... No, I'll do a word wheel because that's 3 minutes and we know how long that's going to be. So sit tight and I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Hey, 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 hidey, 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 hody, ho, hody, hody, ho, hey, hey, oh, hey, 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 hey,
Okay, I've just gone through and made the necessary tweaks. Just a couple of very minor clarifications in the questions, no major fact changes, to the question pack for Risky Business, which we're going to play when this word wheel expires in 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's time up. Camelopard, which is a giraffe, basically. Camelopard. Clive winning that game, 180. Innes still got the best personal best with 229. And the running totals, Clive Legend 1808. It's just ahead of Innes on 1647. That's the word wheel. It's a word wheel. Very, very nice. It's good to be right back. Let's close that down. Right. Risky business time. I've made the necessary tweaks to the question pack. Let me just check that it has updated. I can't think why it wouldn't have updated. Yes, it has. Now, let's take it out of test mode. I've done that. Let's reload the questions up. Like I say, this has undergone some tweaks since we last played it on Boxing Day. And I'm still open to feedback on this game, either anything that doesn't quite feel right, either in the gameplay, any bugs that you spot, anything that looks weird, anything that acts strangely. Please do pop it into the Discord section, the suggestions section rather, of the Discord. This will hopefully be ready and sort of finished as my games are by Saturday. So this is a question pack that I wrote for this morning. A few of the rules are different, so even if you did play last time, then you might want to just give them a bit of a read, but I will go through them all for you in due course. So Risky Business, it's an open game, everyone can play. All you need is the lobby code. You just need to make sure you can whisper to the bot. So if you're ready, let's run the game.
What she want, 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 shubidi wop me, ubidi wop me, up-a-doo down.
Welcome to Risky Business, and the first thing you will notice that is new is that I've changed the fonts so that they're actually legible. There's a font over the Twitch chat comes up in the game so you can keep your eye on everything. All you need is letters for this game, literally letters. For the most part it's A through E, then A through I, and then A or B in the final. Nothing else to concern yourself about. I'm hoping everything's going to work from the tweaks I've done today. So if you want to play, you need to type in, Risky Business is what I want, you need to type in the lobby code. There we go, that's all working. RYZR. And you'll populate on the screen in front of us just here. It'd be good to get quite a few people into the game if we can, just because I'm trying to stress test a few little things that I've changed. Yes, whispering, apart from obviously typing in the lobby code, which you can type in to the main chat. Hexagons are the best of gons. They certainly are top of 1. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21. Okay, we're up to 28, 27, 28 so far. Can we get a few more in? And we'll see if everything works. I just want to listen to this loop because this is a really cool loop. Blockbusters on steroids. Welcome all of you. A few new people have turned up. Fiddlinero, welcome. Tyson Bain, Kegler Coach, Apodo Nuevo, Carl the 7th, Puffin Goldman, Poconuts, Tebow Bear, Zadster, Quizzy Dan, Cheesy Dancing, Meredith Musin, M. Clemson, Chris M. Dixon, Effrontery, Paulie52. Lots of new people that I've neglected to say hello to. Welcome to you all. Lovely to have you here. Nice riff though. Anyway, so first of all, hopefully that's more legible. Don't worry that the names on the screen aren't quite legible. They're just there for placeholder for now until we populate the lobby, which I'll do in just a few seconds. Oh, the jazz piano is just so sexy. Oh, and then a guitar comes. That's not a guitar. I don't know what that is. It's something there. It's a live one of them. It's no joke. What's that? It's a dead one of them. Oh, it's a banjolele. So it's time I'm playing it there. It's doing a crazy guitar solo. I'm respecting the banjolele. We enjoy the banjolele. How's your wetsuit? Does it fit?
It fits.
Yeah. You're going to come and model it?
I can come model a wetsuit. me in a wetsuit.
This would sort of feel right with the music going over this. And on your left, on your right, you will see Mrs. Flush modelling her birthday present, her Christmas present, which only just arrived today. It is a sleek wetsuit for ladies of her size. A lovely risky business model. Megs, flash the cash. I need a saying that goes with it.
I'm not flashing.
No, you're flashing. No, flash the cash.
It's warm. I'm actually feeling a bit. It's the idea.
It is cold for surfing.
It's for more paddleboarding and kayaking and all the other sports that I do. But I haven't had a decent wetsuit ever, and this is a really nice one. So there we go.
Yeah.
Do you want to try it on?
No, I do not. I'll stretch it. I'm far too fat for that. The king's too fat for his wetsuit. Right. That is the end of the sting. So we're going to lock it up there. 28 people, which seems like a goodly number. Oh no, the sting's starting again. I need to lock it before it carries on. Let's play risky business. I will not try it on. Okay, coach. No, I will not do that.
I'm on the room.
So.
Do it eventually.
First big change here is some tweaking to the lozenges so that now I'm not having to scroll up and down. I can still scroll up and down, but this now resizes so that we can get 50 people into the game before, I think it's 50, it might be 48 or something, but that's something like that, 50 or so people into the game before we have to start scrolling, because after that point they're getting too small. But it does it automatically, which is quite nice. And you've got two sets of scores, risk and bank. It's all on one line. Everything else should be fairly standard so far. So, let's go to round number 1. Round 1 is favourable odds. You'll be presented with a question and 5 options. This is much the same as before with a slight tweak to it. More than one of the options may be a correct answer. You need only submit one letter for each question within 15 seconds. The number of correct answers reduces with each question, whilst the amount of points you score increases. Answering a question incorrectly at any time will reduce your score to 0, a bit like Wipeout. So if you get one wrong, you go back to 0. For the first 3 questions, though, abstaining will not affect your score. Notice it's first 3 now instead of first 4. To play question 4, you must choose to risk your points when prompted. And in one of the big changes, when you're prompted to bank or risk at that point, you'll be shown the options before, but not the question. So when it gets to question 4, we'll get to there, you're shown the options, but not the question. If you do not want to play, do nothing, and your score will be banked, and it will be safe. And once it's in the bank, it's yours, and you can't lose it. Question 4 has 5 options and only 1 correct answer. If you pick the right one, your score is doubled. So there's 20 points for each set of 4 questions. Otherwise, you lose everything if you go for the last question and get it wrong. Also, if you choose to risk for question 4, you can't abstain. Only on question 4, the abstention is treated like a wrong answer. Okay, so be careful. If you're going to risk, you need to get it right to preserve and bank those points. There are a total of 3 sets of 4 questions for a total of 12 questions in round 1, with a maximum of 60 points available. So the points are now 2 for the first, 3 for the second, 5 for the third, and then doubling for the fourth. To risk on question 4, you have to have at least 1 point. 2, 3, 5 times 2, and that was suggested by Lupine, whose name will be going in the credits, because he came up with that suggestion, that scoring system, and I think it works quite well. You must have at least some points on the board, so if you get the first one right, the second one right, and the third one wrong, you won't be able to risk because you can't double if you've got nothing there. So, options come up first. As soon as the question's in the chat, whisper to the bot, and it's just A through E, and remember, more than one is right for these first few questions, but you only need to answer 1 till we get to round 2. Hopefully that's all straightforward. Good luck whispering to the bot A, B, C, D or E for this first set of questions. Here is question number 1. Options are: Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, Firewatch, Bioshock, or What Remains of Edith Finch. Name a game classified as a walking simulator. This is question 1 of 4. 4 correct answers on this board. There's only 1 wrong answer here. 2 points if you can get it right. There's a few wrong answers coming in here. Stizzoli and Fiddlinero. And we've got some percentages as well. Lots of people going for fire. What's there? It's probably 17.9% of people going for Bioshock, which was the incorrect answer. Bioshock is very much either an RPG or a first-person shooter, depending on your point of view. It's definitely not a walking simulator. Lots of people getting 2 points into their risk points there. Are your points banked after a full set? Yes, after a set of 4, M. Clemson. So you have to, after the set of 4, the points will be banked. So if you want to bank those 2 points, you can ignore the rest of the questions, including the risky question 4. Let's go on. Remember, if you get a question wrong, you go straight back down to 0. On we go. 3 points for this, but there are 2 incorrect answers in the mix. Have a look at the options. Rio de Janeiro, Montevideo, Paramaribo, Quito, Salvador. Name the capital city of a South American country. 3 correct answers in here and 3 points if you can find one of them. There's a few wrong answers creeping in now. You can abstain. You don't have to play it if you're not sure. And it looks like M. Clemson and Fiddlinero are doing just that. M. Clemson preserving those 2 points. Quite a few wrong answers there. Lots of people going for Rio de Janeiro. It's not the capital of Brazil. Brasilia is the capital of Brazil. Salvador is a city in Brazil, but it's not the capital. Everyone else getting one of the right answers. Everyone else who's answered there. Montevideo, Paramaribo, or Quito were the correct answers that you could have had there. B is capital of Brazil. But yes, the question does say the capital city of Brazil, Matt, which is what the question is. And yes, Rio de Janeiro capturing out 25% of you there. So those are the points. Lots of people with 5, a few 3s in there. M. Clemson on 2 and a few people on 0 as well. This question is worth 5 points, but there's only 2 correct answers in there. Take a look at the options. James Callaghan, Sir Winston Churchill, Clement Attlee, David Cameron, Harold Macmillan. Name a former Labour Prime Minister. 2 correct answers in here. 5 points if you can find it. You do not have to play. You do not have to play if you don't want to. Oh, there's a few people losing points here. Remember, if you go into the next question with no points, you can't gamble them. You don't have to play. And some people are indeed erring on the side of caution. So Winston Churchill was Conservative, David Cameron was Conservative, Harold Macmillan was Conservative. Well done if you found James Callaghan or Clement Attlee, which just over 63% of you managed to do. Quite a number of people with 10 here, so they're going to have to decide whether they want to risk it on this next question or not. A couple of people with 8, a few 5s in there, and then everyone else on 0. If you're on 0, I'm afraid you won't be able to risk on this next question, and you're not going to be able to bank any points. Remember, if you risk on this question, you cannot abstain. Abstaining on a risk question is treated as the wrong answer and you lose your points. So if you want to keep the points you've got safe, you can just ignore it. If you want to bank, leave it blank. If you want to risk on this question, you need to type R or risk to the bot when it prompts you. You'll be shown the options and then bank or risk. You won't be shown the question, but you'll get a flavour of where the question is going from the options that are shown to you. So make a decision. Are you going to bank or risk based on this? Crime and Punishment, The Gambler, The Brothers Karamazov, Demons, Anna Karenina. Bank or risk? If you want to bank, leave it blank. If you want to bank those points and keep them safe, put them in the bank, just leave it blank. If you want to risk, it's R or risk. And you can only risk if you've already got some points on the board. As 5 people are going to take the risk on this question with a view to doubling up their points. Everyone else is putting points into the bank. So that's nice to see. Quite a few people putting 10 points in the bank, and I'm sure they're very happy with those. Blank to bank, yes indeed. So those are the options. And now it's A, B, C, D, or E. There's only one correct answer to this, but you double your points if you can find it. Here's the question. Name a novel by Leo Tolstoy. Innes has found it. Lupine's found it. Lewis has found it. Clive has gone in the wrong direction. Tips that you can't abstain, you've got to put an answer in, otherwise you lose those 10. And you found the right answer, doubling up to 20. Well played. We do salute our brave quizzers. Clive going for Crime and Punishment by the looks of it. Everybody else going for Anna Karenina. Of course, the percentages of the entire number of people in the game. Bad luck, Clive. No. Crime and Punishment, The Gambler, The Brothers Karamazov, and Demons are all by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Leo Tolstoy wrote Anna Karenina, the only one there by him. So, well done to Lupine, Innes, Tipster, and Lewis, who successfully managed to double up their points. Let's put them into the bank. And Clive goes all the way back down to the bottom. Poor Clive. So, your points in the bank, and they can't be touched. They are safe now. 3 people on 20. Lewis is on 16. Quite a few people on 10 there. It's Otley on 8. A number of 5s. A few people yet to score. That's the end of the first set. We're going into the second set. So, again, start off, it will be 2 points for the question. 4 correct answers, only 1 correct answer. And you're back to square one, all on 0. Take a look at the options. Battle of Stalingrad. Battle of Okinawa. Battle of the Somme. Battle of the Bulge. Battle of Tsushima. Name a battle that took place during World War II. Iwo-Jima? Tsushima? Oh, a couple of wrong answers. There's only one wrong answer there to find. ABME and Matt the Ref have found it. You might as well have a go on this, though. No sense really in abstaining from this question. Ramsey Fox is finding the right answer at the last second. I'm not sure if Fiddler is actually here. ABME, DC Simmons, and Matt the Ref finding the wrong answer, staying on 0. Everyone else getting 2. It's the Battle of the Somme was World War I. The other 4 were all in World War II. Looks like only 1 or 2 people going for Battle of the Bulge there as well. Might just be the one. Very good. You've got some risk points on the board. 3 points for this next one, and 3 correct answers in it. Take a look at the options. Mucca. Conge. Cavallo. Crava. Tehane. Name a word that means cow in a language other than English. Yes. Ooh, lots of wrong answers. Remember, you don't have to play this one. You can save your 2 points if you like. Awful lot of wrong answers there. A lot of people going for cavallo there. Cavallo means horse, and conge means horse. I think the other ones I looked for were horse. Cavallo does not mean.
Sounds like something very rude.
Mucca is the Italian for cow. Crava is something else for cow. Tehane, I think, is Hungarian or Croatian. But yes, they're both horses. Thank you, Nikki, for proving my questions. Mucca. Yes, Mucca. I know that because my best mate only speaks Italian to his son, and my best mate's wife only speaks German to his son, and everyone else only speaks English to him. So he knows 3 languages, and he's only just 2. So that's cool. But no, cavallo is a horse. Well done if you put some points on the board. Well done if you abstained and saved those 2 points. Lots of people going back down to 0. Nothing is safe yet, though. We've got one more question. This one's worth 5, but there are only 2 correct answers among them. So think carefully about what you're going to do. Take a look at the options. Ace is full of 5s. 7's full of queens. Busted straight draw. Quad deuces. Trip kings. Name a poker hand that could beat 9's full of aces. 5 points for getting this right. There are 2 correct answers in there. You don't have to play, remember. You can keep your points safe. A number of people are. A few people are going to try and keep those points safe. Connor and DC Simmons getting incorrect answers. Useless Noisemaker, JY, Apple Cars playing it safe and preserving their 5. A number of people here on 10 points. Yes, so 9's full of aces means you've got 3 9s and 2 aces. It's a full house. Aces full of 5s means you've got 3 aces and 2 5s, which is a high hand. Quad deuces means you've got 4 2s, which is a high poke hand. Quads are higher than full house. 7's full of queens is also a full house, but it is a less successful full house. A busted straight draw is nothing. It's when you were going to get a straight, but then you missed the last card on the river. Trip kings is 3 kings, which is not as good as a full house. So most people going for quad deuces there, the safe answer, but a couple of people tripping into our little heifer lump traps there. Lots of people with 10 points. But do they want to risk them? We're going to show you 4 options. Remember, R or risk if you want to risk them, and you can't abstain if you risk. If you want to bank, leave it blank. You need to have some points in order to risk here. Take a look at the options for question 4. Dagon. Baal. Beelzebub. Abaddon. Satan. Bank or risk? If you want to bank, leave it blank. If you want to risk, it's R or risk. Remember, if you risk, you must play. People are thinking, let's just go for it. There's a few people risking here, but if you have banked, left it blank, you have gone blue, and those points are in the bank. Lewis T has currently got the most points in the bank, but there are a number of people, 13 in fact, who are risking on this question, having just seen the answers. No, nothing happens if you type bank. Originally, it did a Podo Nuevo, then David Bodicum advised me to take that out because it's better to give people less things to do. Originally, typing B or bank banked you at that point as well, but leaving it blank was just seemed the best way to do it. We're deciding to play risky business by not risking, which is itself risking. It really is. Right. Dagon, Baal, Beelzebub, Abaddon or Abaddon, and Satan. Good luck with this one. Here's your question. Name a character who is not a fallen angel in Milton's Paradise Lost. W points if you get this one right. Oh, Innes has tripped. You must answer. Cars found the right answer. Oh, you've got to give it a go. Shadowmate, Cyclops, and Tipster have all found it and doubled up their points. Very, very well done. Yes, Abaddon. Abaddon is the name of the bottomless pit in Paradise Regained by John Milton. The other four are all fallen angels in Milton's Paradise Lost. It's a slightly classy question, I think. But one person going for Beelzebub, one person going for Satan, 3 people each going for Dagon and Baal, a handful of people going for Abaddon, 5 people there, and they are going to double up their points and put them in the bank. Bad luck if you lost those points at the end there. Let's put them in the bank. Tipster with a theoretical maximum on 40 points, playing a risky game here. That is not where I thought that question was going. No, indeed. Tipster with a strong lead of 40 points. Car and Dogfish both on 30. Lewis T on 26. Scores starting to spread out just a little bit. Poor Clive, M. Clemson and Fiddlinero. Fiddlinero. I'll call you Fiddlinero. That makes sense. Like Nero fiddled while Rome burned and all that. Lots of players in the middle, but lots of points still to gain. 20 points available for this final set of 4. 4 correct answers out of 5 in this one, and 2 points if you can find one of them. Here are the options. 2, 4, 9, 0, 5. Name a digit that features in the first 10 decimal places of pi. 2 points if you can find one of them. There's 4 correct answers up there, only 1 wrong answer. Karen Vitrudel and Fiddly Nero are sitting this one out. Not going to go for those 2 points. Yes, 0 was the incorrect answer. No incorrect answers there. The majority of people are trying for 4 there, which is, of course, the second digit of after the decimal point. 3.141592, I think, are the first few. Everyone avoiding the wrong answer there, and everyone who had tried it has got 2 points on the board. Oh, deleted my post and whisper. That's a pain. Sometimes it does that. Bot can be a little bit funny sometimes. On we go. 3 correct answers here. 3 points if you can find one of them. Here are your options. The Smasher. Corky the Cat. Walter the Softy. Lord Snooty. Les Pretend. Name a character who first appeared in the comic book series The Beano. 3 points if you can find one of the 3 correct answers here. Innes has sent himself back to 0, as has Kegler Coach, as has a Podo Nuevo, as has Jack Wilfred, as has Jay White and Ramsey Fox. Lots of points getting lost here. Remember, you don't have to answer. You can preserve the points if you like. If you get it wrong, you're back to 0. But there is one more question to come where you can get 5 points. Yes, the Smasher and Corky the Cat both featured in The Dandy. Walter the Softy, Les Pretend and Lord Snooty were all in the Beano. Walter the Softy, who is in fact Jacob Rees-Mogg. British joke for British friends and fans of politics there. Right. Lots of players on a maximum of 5 so far. One more question. 5 points for this if you can find me the correct answer. Some of you down on 0, you're going to need to get this right if you want a chance to risk. Have a look at the options. Only 2 correct answers here. Loco Rehab Cat. A Bleach Root. Acrobat Lech. Coal Botcher. Cool Beach Art. Name a phrase that is an anagram of chocolate bar. 2 of those are anagrams of chocolate bar and are worth 5 points. 3 of them will send you back to 0. You don't have to answer, you can abstain. There are a few abstentions here. Yes, a Bleach Root, Acrobat Lech and Coal Botcher. have all got one of the letters removed, either one of the O's, one of the C's, or one of the A's. Loco Rehab Cat and Cool Beach Art are both anagrams of chocolate bar, and that's one of the coolest things I've heard. Cool Beach Art is an anagram of chocolate. So, if you're down on 0, unfortunately, you won't be able to risk, but everyone from Useless Noisemaker up has got the choice as to whether they want to risk or bank on this final question of round 1. Remember, there's only one correct answer. If you choose to risk, you must answer because an abstention is treated as wrong. If you choose to risk and get it right, you double your points. If not, you go back to 0. Are you going to risk? Here are the options. Have a look. Algiers, Patna, Maputo, Seoul, Niamey. Bank or risk? If you want to bank, leave it blank. If you want to risk, R or risk into the chat. A lot of risk here happening here. Everyone not risking, your points have gone into the bank, and Lupine 1 is leading the banked players at the moment with 20, though there are some players with more than 20 who are risking on this question. I will qualify at this point. 8Minky fact check this and flagged me on something. I put a qualifier into it, and the word that I qualified in it was capital, which 8Minky assures me is accurate, but just in case it's not. It wasn't originally, but I trust 8Minky implicitly. I always like to fact check my fact checks myself, and this is one that I didn't. But 8Minky assures me it's good, so just bear that in mind. So here is the question: double or quits? Have a look. Name a capital city that starts with a different letter from the country it is in. There's only one correct answer here, and it's worth double points. You've got to answer. If you abstain, it's treated as wrong. Ooh, Topper 1, Lewis T and Tipster all abstaining on this one, and it will be treated as wrong. Car, Dogfish, Kegler, Itotley and Cyclespace all getting a correct answer. So Algiers is the capital city of Algeria. Maputo is the capital city of, I think it's Mozambique. Seoul is the capital of South Korea. Niamey is the capital of Niger. No, not Niger. It's Niger or Namibia. I can't remember which one. It's one of them. Patna, I thought it might catch a few people out there because it's in that sort of region of Asia. Is it the capital of Pakistan? It's obviously not, but Patna is a city in India. So, Tipster Lewis, Topper 1, you're going to lose that risk, and everyone who got it wrong, you're going to lose that risk, but everyone who got it right, you're going to put those points into your bank. That's the end of round 1. Let's take a look at the scores. And in a reversal of fortune, no one has the maximum, but Carr, the 7th, who I haven't seen for a while, I hope you're keeping well, Carr, lovely to have you here, is in the lead with 46. Dogfish and Tipster in second with 40. A few people yet to score. Poor Clive of Legend and Fiddly Nero. I don't think Fiddly Nero's actually been here. But poor Clive of Legend is yet to score. But lots of points still to be given out. And the tweaks to round 3 are going to make it very, very interesting. The country has been auto-modded. Many countries that began with N. Yes, Niger was indeed. Poor Clive. Patna is capital city of the region. Yes, capital city of the region, but not the country. So yes, apologies for the slight confusion of the question there. So let's go on to round number 2. Yeah, 8Minky's done a load of proofing today. Poor guy, give him a break. I'm extremely grateful to all the proofers, 8Minky and Liquid Courage and Panda, who do a tremendous job on proofing the questions. Nice risotto. I fancy a risotto. So, round 2 is a board game. You'll be presented with a question and 9 options. Anything from 4 to 7 of the options may be a correct answer. Submit as many options as you like within 60 seconds. Syntax is unimportant. You may choose to separate your answer letters with commas, spaces, full stops, or not at all if you prefer. You may submit your answers either as a single message of several letters, or individual letters one at a time. It doesn't matter. For each correct answer submitted, you will receive 5 points. Submitting an incorrect answer at any time or failing to submit any answers for the board will reduce your score to 0. And here's the catch, and this was something that we did discuss, particularly with Apodo Nuevo, I know I discussed this, that your scores will not be banked until the conclusion of the final board. So the risk is alive until the end of the final board. So if you have a really strong board 1 and a really strong board 2, you might want to play it safe on board 3 because that risk is all the way there until the end. If you get greedy and try and go for lots of answers at board 3 after you've done well, all those points could be lost. So there's a lot of points available in this round, anything from 60 up to 105, because I'm not telling you how many correct answers there are. There's anywhere between 4 and 7 for all of them. Total of 3 boards in round 2 with a maximum score of 60 to 105 points. So think carefully. This first board, might as well go for broke a little bit, unless you want to be conservative and definitely go for strong, secure answers. But I'm not going to tell you how many there are. You've got a minute to submit your answers to the bot. You'll go blue once it has an answer has been submitted, whether it's right or wrong. When you've submitted a valid answer, you'll go blue. But if you want to wait until the last 10 seconds and then submit them as a single string, that's fine. Or you can do them individually, one at a time. It makes no odds. So, this is the board game. There are 3 boards and you've got that risk all the way through it. Let's take a look at board number 1. Speak, drink, thank, can, train, there, bad, good, say. Identify the words that appear in Dr. Seuss's children's book, Green Eggs and Ham. This is board 1 of 3. There are anywhere between 4 and 7 correct answers here. To the bot, it's Otley. Yes, public messages won't be processed by the bot. But submitting the same answer multiple times won't give you more points. I've checked that right. Still waiting on an answer from Kegler and Apple Cars. There's still lots of pings going on, the people obviously going one at a time. Come down to the last few seconds. Kegler and Apple Cars, we need something from you, because that will wipe out your points. That ticking means we're into the last 5 seconds. And that is time. Okay, how many people end up with points on the board? 13 got points on the board. Everyone else got, I can't say wiped out because it's not that game, got reduced to 0. Wipe out's such a good word though. Shadowmane getting 25, finding all 5 there. Thank, train, there, good and say are 5 of them. Drink, speak, can and bad do not appear in Dr. Seuss's children's book, Green Eggs and Ham. Shadowmane getting 25, Lewis T and Apodo and Clive all getting 20, Tipster getting 15, Carr, Lupine, David and Ramsey getting 10, Dogfish, Totley, Matt and Jack just going for the safe 1. Everybody else back down to 0. But you've got that risk there. Can you keep it there? We'll go on to the next board. Let's take a look at the options. Aston Villa, Bayern Munich, Porto, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan, Monaco, Leeds United, Valencia. Identify the teams that have won the UEFA Champions League. Again, anywhere between 4 and 7 correct answers here. This is the second of 3 boards. You do have to submit an answer, Clive. You have to give at least 1. Otherwise, that 20 is going to go back to 0. So about halfway through now. Clive has got an answer in. Alright, looks like everyone has got at least 1 answer who is active. I think Fiddly Nero's not here. But everyone has now got 1 in. You can still get a few more in. You can hear by those pings there are still people submitting answers. At least 1. And there's at least 4 correct answers there. Last few seconds. Here come the ticks. These are into the last 5 seconds. Gonna get any more in? A decision has been made. Was it a good one, Apodo Nuevo? It doesn't... Where are you? Yes, it was a good one. You are in the green, Apodo Nuevo. You still have some points. Very nice. There were only 4 there. Aston Villa, Bayern Munich, Porto and Inter Milan. The other 5 have not won the Champions League. Matt the ref, going back to 0. I'm just going to leave that hanging there. Bad luck, Matt. Yes, Aston Villa have won it once. I think Bayern Munich have won it several times. Inter Milan have won it quite a lot. And Porto have won it once or twice. Sorry, mate. Arsenal have never won it. Leeds United have never won it. Monaco, Atletico Madrid and Valencia have never won it. They've all appeared in the final, but they've not all won it. Bayern Munich, the most recent champions. Indeed. So, Lewis T has got the most to risk at the moment on 40 points. Tipster just behind on 35 and with 40 in the bank. And Carr just behind that on 30 with 46 in the bank. Could be a very interesting race at the top. Lots of people on 25 at the moment. Lupine, Totley, Apodo Nuevo, Clive, Dogfish, Ramsey Fox, Jay Turner all on 20. Jack Wilfer on 15, Apple Cars on 10. Clearly playing a safe game at the moment. But there's one more board where you can get lots of points if you can find the correct answers. take a look at the options for board number 3. Raiders of the Lost Ark, The Empire Strikes Back, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Apocalypse Now, Jaws, The Godfather, Annie Hall, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Identify the films released in the 1970s. Anything between 4 and 7 of these are correct answers. That is board 3. So 45 points to theoretical maximum so far. No, because if there are 7 correct answers here, there's 35, so 75. If Lewis T can, if there are 7 and Lewis T finds all of them, Lewis T would go up to 75 risk. And that's the maximum for this round, it would seem, at the moment. The theoretical maximum. We'll have to wait and see how many there are. We've got about 5 seconds to go. The ticks. The last couple of answers coming in. There's a lot of green there, which is quite nice to see. It's about halfway, I think. Just over halfway. 15 out of 28 players in green. Yes, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Apocalypse Now, Jaws, Annie Hall and The Godfather all released in the 70s. Raiders of the Lost Ark was 1981. Empire was 1980. 2001: A Space Odyssey was 68. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid was 69. So, at the end of that, Lewis T had the most accumulated risk and will bank 60 points. Tipster in second with 55. It's Sotley's got 50. Carl's got 40. Clive 35. Lupine and Apodo on 30. Dogfish, Ramsey, Jack on 25. Kegler and Applecars on 20. Innis and Cola on 15. And Giggles on 5. Everybody else, I'm afraid, no points to put in your bank. And that is the end of round 3. No, round 2. What am I talking about? Put those points in the bank. Tipster hanging on to that lead, but he has had it closed down significantly. Down to 95. I need to make sure everyone goes grey. Oh, do I need to do that? It'll go grey when I ping up the next round, so maybe I do need to do that, maybe I don't. Carnow in second, joint second with Lewis on 86. It's Sotley's got 68 in the bank. Dogfish got 65 in the bank. And it's nice to see everyone who's in active play has at least got points on the board. But there's one more round, and this has had some major gameplay changes to it. Take a look at round 3. Round 3 is this or that. You'll be presented with a question and 2 options. One is correct and one is incorrect. Submit A or B within 7 seconds. This is a quick fire round, so keep your eye on the chat because it's all to do with when the question comes up in the chat. If there's latency here, you're going to get punished a little bit, so really keep your eye on the chat. And there's no both option here. Answering a question correctly will give you increasingly more points. So, for example, the first correct answer gives you 1 point, the second gives you 2, and so on. Answering a question incorrectly at any time will reduce your score to 0 and reset your correct answer streak. Here's the big change. Last time we played, abstaining froze you out of the rest of the round. It didn't work, and people commented that it didn't work as well. Now, abstaining will bank your points and reset your correct answer streak. So if you get 5 right in a row, you can bank those 15 points, set yourself back to 0, and then start again. So this could make some really, really interesting gameplay towards the end. When is a good time to bank? Do I take a risk? And it plays into the risk element of the game and against the clock as well. Because, of course, if you run out of time, it counts as an abstention and your points will be banked. But you're not frozen out, so everyone gets to see all 15 questions. I think it's an encouraging change that makes the gameplay much better, and it means you don't have 10 minutes at the end of the game sat twiddling your thumbs, so which is a very, very important thing to me. So it's going to be A or B. That's all you need. You've got 7 seconds to get your answers in, okay? So make sure you're quick. They're short questions with short answers. Again, the answers come up first. A or B. If you're wrong, you go back to 0 and you break your streak. If you abstain, you go back to 0, but you bank the points you had. If you're right, your points continue to increase. If you get the last question right, there are 120 points available in this round. So it is still anybody's game, theoretically. All right? You're ready? Let's have some fun with this, and I hope it all works. Good luck. Here are your first pair of options. Blue. Red. What colour is the Doctor's TARDIS? A great flurry of answers. Applecast has gone the wrong way, and Jay Turner didn't get an answer in time. 89% of you go for the correct answer there, which was blue, and getting a point on the board. So, tips to send the lead. So it shuffles the grid to show the risk leaders first and then the bank leaders afterwards. Everyone is still alive. Let's take a look at question 2. skincare products, graphics cards. What does Nvidia produce? What quote does Nvidia produce? It is graphics cards. Jay White going for skincare products. Sorry about that erroneous T. That was one of the things I had to correct. Originally, it was what does Nvidia mostly produce, and it was graphics cards or processors. 8Minky recommended to change it to Nvidia or Nivea, which is quite a nice thing. You walk, mate. Nice. So yeah, apologies about the stray T there. Most of us getting that. And banking or adding some more risk up to 3 points. Let's go on to the next question. Does that change the bank positions? Just for Apple Cars, who's on 30 in the bank, only 1 in his risk. Take a look at the next options. Florida. California. Kamala Harris is US Senator of which state? And if you abstain, you bank. Ooh, Tipster and Carr both going the wrong way and losing their streak. So not as many people on a streak now, quite a few abstentions there, which means those points will go into your bank and you'll go back to 1. Lewis at Sotley, Dogfish, Lupine, Kegler, Clive, Innes, Jack, AB&E, Psychospace, Useless Noisemaker, Vitrudel, Matt the Ref, and M. Clemson. You're on 6. It was on your New Year's Eve quiz, was it? Yeah. She is the Senator of California. This was originally is/was, because I wasn't sure when I was going to do this and if she was still going to be the Senator. But for the time being, at the time of writing, she is currently the Senator of California. Let's put those points in the bank. Tipster is still leading in the bank at the moment, but he hasn't got any accumulations going on there. So there's a few 6s dotted around here. This is when it starts to get quite interesting. Take a look at the next question. Teller. Pen. Who is taller? There's a few abstentions there, so Lupine, Kira, Matt, Jay White going to put some points in the bank, but there's a lot of people on 10. Penn is tall, he's about 6'9". Teller's still quite tall, he's about 6'4". Effrontery, not another game tonight, just because we've done Millionaire tonight, and this was just as a pilot run at the end of the evening, because we are playing 2 games on Saturday at 8 o'clock. We've got the Escape Artist first, and then 2 games of Risky Business afterwards, so we'll look forward to that. Yes, Penn is taller. Let's put those points in the bank. Tipster hanging on to that lead, but now Lewis T, were both Lewis T and Tipster to bank on the next question, they would now be tied. So this is where it starts to get very, very interesting. Good stuff in front of you. Hope to see you there. Take a look at the next set of options. Blue. Yellow. Which colour Angry Bird fragments into 3? A lot of abstentions there. Clive, Psychospace, Vitrudel going to put some points into the bank along with Applecast and Giggles. Still got 6 people who've got that maximum streak of 15 at the moment. Yes, yellow's the triangle dashy one, and the blue is the fragmenter. So lots of risk being taken there and lots of points being lost. Let's put them in the bank. Tipster is still in the bank lead, but as you can see, that is looking like for the time when Lewis banked, and even now it's Sotley and Dogfish when they bank, it could be tricky. Could be tricky for Tipster. So let's go on to the next question. Hear me roar. Winter is coming. What are the words of House Stark? Some Game of Thrones fans here. Yes, hear me roar are the words of House Lannister. Winter is coming are the words of House Stark. Lewis T and Kegler Coach and N. Clemson are putting those points into the bank. They are going to play it safe, bank the points, and I think Lewis T may well take the lead with that, but it might not be for long because Jack Wilfred, Dogfish and It's Sotley are still on a maximum risk of 21. Let's put the points in the bank. And yes, indeed, Lewis T has taken the lead. He has reset his streak, but he's put his points in the bank and he's overtaken Tipster. So, Jack Wolf has only got 30 in the bank. You have, but you have got a 21 streak, and of course your points are getting larger exponentially. Your risk is getting larger the more you answer, so could make a big difference. We'll see what happens. On we go. Here are the next pair of options. Edward. Jacob. What is the first name of the actor something James Olmos? And And Dogfish and Jack Wilfred are finally putting those points in the bank. It's Sotley is continuing to extend his maximum risk streak with 28. Is there going to come a point where he's going to think he's going to put them in the bank and call it quits? We're just about halfway through. That question maybe went in a direction that people weren't expecting. Lots of banks happening there. Edward was the correct answer. Edward James almost. Let's put the points in the bank. And Lewis T still at the top there, but Dogfish has pulled back level with Carr in terms of points in the bank. Yeah, Tipster needs to accumulate that lead if he wants to take that top spot back. It's Sotley is the dangerous one to watch at the moment. 68 in the bank, 28 in risk. Let's go on to the next question. Shaken. Stirred. How did James Bond order his martinis? Yes, he orders them shaken, not stirred. 85.7% getting that, and nobody going for stirred. He orders them shaken, not stirred. Let's put no points to put in the bank there. Let's go on to the next question. So Lewis T is trying to and reaccumulate that risk and stave off the advances of it. Sotley, Ben Bond, yes indeed. On we go. Here are the next pair of options. Wiltshire. Somerset. Which county extends furthest south? It's Sotley is cutting his losses at this point and putting his points in the bank. 36 points will be added to your bank total there. It's Sotley. Ramsey Fox also banking 15. Vitrudel's going to bank 6. Kegler and M. Clemson going to bank 3. DC Sims and J. White going to bank a single point there. Yeah, this is a tricky question. Somerset does extend further south. They're sort of, Wiltshire goes higher. Somerset comes slightly further south. They're similar, but Somerset definitely goes further south. So let's put the points in the bank. It's Sotley has taken the lead by just 3 though. 104 plays 101. He's 3 points ahead, but Lewis is on a streak of 6 at this point. So if Lewis were to bank, he would overtake It's Sotley. So let's see what happens with the next pair of options. Here they are. Brian. Baines. What is the middle name of Lyndon B. Johnson? Most people getting this one. It is Baines, Lyndon Baines Johnson, 71.4% getting that. Carl the 7th is going to put 15 points in the bank. That is going to, I think, if my maths is right, time up with Lewis T. But of course, Lewis T has got a streak on the go. Matt the Ref up to a 15-point streak at the moment. He could still acquire quite a few more points with this streak. Could put him somewhere into the top half of the board. Let's put the points in the bank. It's Sotley still in the lead with 104, but Lewis T has got 101 with a streak of 10. Carr is on 101 as well, but no streak. Tipster has dropped down to 4th. Let's go on to the next pair of options. Take a look. Green. Blue. I really wish blue came up first there. What colour is Mr. Nosy? Oh, a few people reducing their scores to 0 there. Yes, he is green. Mr. Nosy is green. He's got a big long nose and he's green. There's 3 questions where one of the options was blue and the other one was another colour. Yes, he is green. Who's putting points in the bank there? Matt the Ref is putting 15 in, as is Apollo Nuevo. Lewis T extending that streak up to 15. Shadowmane on 10. Let's put the points in the bank. 4 more questions to go, and it's close at the top. Could still be anyone's game. There's enough points to gain. Depends what happens over the next few questions. Does what they're risking break the tie? When players are shown on the leaderboard organised by bank, does what they're risking break the tie? Yes, it does. But when it comes to the end, I haven't actually got a metric at the moment, Jack Wilfred. If there happens to be a tie at the top, it will just, whichever player I think is first alphabetically or join the lobby first goes to the top, whichever the algorithm puts it. So that is something I do need to fix in case there's a tie, because it'll only show one name, but we'll all know it's a tie if yeah. So on we go. Take a look at the next pair of options. Ocean. Industrial. Which is an original 1990 Crystal Maze Zone. Well, difference of a factor of 10 between the right and wrong answers. 7.1% going for Ocean, but 71.4% going for the correct answer. Industrial there. Yes. Lewis T extending that streak. That could make him insurmountable at this point. Let's put the points in the bank. Shadowmane putting 10 points into the bank there. It's Sotley still with the lead at the moment, but Lewis with that bank. Of course, if Lewis gets it wrong, he could ruin that streak, but I'm not sure Lewis would want to get it wrong. He may just abstain if he doesn't know. 3 questions to go. Here's the next one. Puppy. Kitty. What is Boo's nickname for James P. Sullivan? Lewis T not taking that risk. He is going to put those 21 points into the bank. That could be the game settled, but we are going to play out these last 2 questions anyway. Yes, the answer was kitty. Kitty, not puppy. Let's put the points in the bank. And there we go. Lewis T takes the lead, but with 2 questions to go, Sotley could get 21 points here and put 21 more points into the bank, which would overtake Lewis T. Or it might lead to a tie, because Lewis T, if he gets these 2 questions right, will get 3, would have 125 and 125. We could have a tie. It would be very exciting to see. Let's see what happens with the next pair of questions. AU. FE. Which would you be more likely to use in golf? It is, of course, Fe, which is an iron. You're not likely to use gold in golf, which is what AU is. Yes, Fe, iron. Let's put the points in the bank. So it's going to come down to this. Sotley has got 104 in the bank, but 15 in risk, which could mean he gets up to 125. Lewis has got 122 in the bank and 1 in risk, which means he could get up to 125. It's going to be very, very close. Good luck. Here are your last pair of options. Bambiraptor. Dumbosaurus. Which is an extinct breed of dinosaur? Sotley's got it wrong! Sotley's gone the wrong way and he's lost that streak, which means he's not going to put those points into the bank. Lewis T did get the right answer, but Sotley just slipping up and losing that streak at the end. Oh, commiserations. The answer was Bambiraptor. Yes, 42. That's the first question where more people have gone for the wrong answer than the right answer. F indeed, Sotley. Bad luck, my friend. Yes, that is the end of the game, which means the winner is Lewis T. Well done, Lewis T. You have banked 125 points and you are the winner of this game. Notable mentions to Dogfish and Sotley, who both had 104. So joint second place there at Sotley. Carl with 101. Tipster finishing on 95. Those are your top 5. And yeah, that's risky business. That feels much better than just locking you out at the end. And I know I still don't think it's quite right yet, because there comes a point after about sort of question 7 or question 8 where you've got to think, actually, I'm not sure I can catch up. So it might be people are then still thinking, well, I'm not even going to bother trying at the end. But I hope people don't. I hope people do still enjoy answering the question to see what points they can get, all the same. But flow's a lot better. It does. And having that round 1 just that little bit shorter, for me, I felt that made all the difference. Even I was starting to think last week or the week before last that round 1 was starting to drag. So just cutting out those 3 questions, I think, is just enough to tighten up. I think it flows a lot nicer, and that last round is much more exciting, even if it's only exciting for the first 8 or 9 questions. Although that was exciting at the end there, it could have had a tie, and actually it suddenly dropped the ball. So all focus went to the top. Much more lively in voice. So that's good to hear. Good to hear. Do like this quiz a lot. Yeah, quite snapping, good balance with the other games. Yes, it's good to have something a bit more chipper. I wanted to do something chipper after Bidding War and Deciphered, which are both very, very dark. So good. I like this one. Thank you so much to everybody for all the feedback on this from Boxing Day when we last played it. Because it hadn't had an outing before, and I'm glad I did this tonight. I'll write 2 more question packs for the weekend. If you have got any more thoughts or questions in the meanwhile, please do pop to the Discord and note them in the suggestions section. There's still probably a few things I want to tweak. I still need to add a time machine, and I need to update the credits and stuff, and get names of people who have helped out for the credits. But like a bank is too much of a commitment, maybe. Yeah, it's finding a balance. Finding the balance of banking the points or freezing out. But at the moment, it feels about right. But I appreciate there could still be much more to do with it, but it feels like a more enjoyable game than it was last time, at any rate. So thank you for playing, thank you for humouring me. It's been a late stream. It's 11 o'clock already, so we're over an hour past finish time. But oh, my cat was being a bitch, so I've thrown her out. Thank you, darling.
Sorry.
That's fine. No, she can be. Right, that's about it from me for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me all evening. It's been lovely to have you. Thank you to the Raiders. Thank you to all the new followers, to all the people who subbed and resubbed. Thank you so much for all your support. It is hugely appreciated. In the meanwhile, do come and join us in the Discord where we will hang out and you can give feedback and stuff. Go and join Ash's Discord right now. Matt is about to go and do a stream of Beat the Chasers. It wasn't the Ward, it's Beat the Chasers watch along in Ash's Discord. So do go pop over there if you fancy some more watch along quiz action. Ash is here tomorrow. Quizzy Dan is here on Thursday. Let me just put links up for them. Ash is here on Thursday. It's Sotley. I will give you a buzz if I've got any feedback on the Escape Artist pack for you for Saturday. I will probably be in touch one way or another this week. There's normally something that crops up. But even if there isn't, I'll say awesome job. So Ash is here tomorrow and Friday. You've got Quizzy Dan here on Thursday in between, all at 8 o'clock. And then I'm back here on Saturday with It's Sotley's question pack for the Escape Artist. And then a couple of games of Risky Business afterwards, which will have question packs by me. Until next time, congratulations to our winners. Thank you to all our question writers. Thank you to all our question proofers. Congratulations to Lewis T on winning Risky Business. I will immortalise you in the Hall of Fame forever. And until next time, stay safe, be wonderful to each other, try and get it through lockdown. I know it's tough, but it is what it is. And let's just stay strong. Thanks very much, everybody. I've been Royal Flush. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Take care. Until next time, good night.
Shoo-bitty wop me oo bitty wop me oo wop shawong wop shawori wop 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 shoo-bitty wop me oo bitty wop me oo wop shawong wop shawori wop 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 wop shawong wop shawong shoo-bitty wop me oo bitty wop me oo ba-doo now.